Look, he did. Beautifully presented from the Jamie Richards yard, this horse. He looks really fit and well. You can see the dapples over his rump there. He's got some shoulder strength. He's a very athletic looking horse. He walks out cleanly as well, banished on those hind legs, which the stable often do. I think he's as fit as he could possibly be. If he's going to run a decent or a better effort here tonight, it's not going to shock the way he presents. He actually looks really well.
There's Bravehearts, yeah, sort of Cityscape with those blinkers on first time, of course. Cityscape, the sire of La City Blanche, now a Group 3 winner. Awesome Fluke, Jenny, first start for the new stable here. Pacifiers are going on. He's dropped a couple of pounds on his last effort.
Heading down towards me now, so I'll get a better look at him. Awesome Fluke. Yeah, look, he's now with Ricky Yu. He was formerly trained by Casper. He's nicely drawn in gate number 1, so he probably gets an opportunity to go a bit better. Tends to flick those joints, or he's got a bit of a pronounced knee action, let's put it that way. So he needs a bit of loosening up. He's a very quiet horse, though, healthy enough, and he does look quite fit. Just needs that loosen up. So I'll say more at place chance.
Pacifiers on, pushed along on a rain-affected all-weather surface at his only trial. Not a trial well up at Chungfar. It was over the 1,000 metres and beat a horse called Thriving Brothers. Yet to do too much past 1650 though.
He's quite deceiving on the eye, this horse. He weighs in at 1138 pounds, and he's actually put on 14 pounds, which I think is a positive for him, because he actually looks a bit on the lightly framed side, but he's actually not. So he's quiet, relaxed, he's got plenty of scope. That's probably where the weight comes in. He's got a nice healthy shine to his coat, and he does walk out cleanly. He actually looks pretty good. I'll leave him there with an each way chance.
Yeah, as Mark alluded to there, he's had 3 goes the distance, so there is that little bit to prove, it would seem, with Quantum Patch, but he's well fancy tonight at 6.3. Horse 7 is Flamingo Trillion, Jenny. This horse got the win last time. Of course, he did carry a couple of pounds over, so he did run with 120. Now goes up a little bit in weight, which certainly would make Derek Lung's life that little bit easier, but he was pretty good.
And he behaved himself whilst he was here in the parade. He was just getting a bit keen late, but they've taken him out nice and early. He's a very strong-bodied horse, a bit like the last winner, in fact. 1228 pounds he weighs in at, but that weight is really well distributed. The horse looks like he's backed up nicely since that win, so happy enough with him as my best bet, and I think, Nick, you should be too. He looks good.
It's a good report for Flamingo Trillion. Of course, Tom's best bet in this race too, Enable Pursuit, numbers 3 and 7. 3 best bets for the team here in race number 3. Devil Dom's at 28 and 5.7. Blinkers again. Tongue tie comes off. He has 5.5 lengths to try and make up to beat Flamingo Trillion on that last start.
Bit toey, couple of handlers on him, just the odd swish of the tail, so he might have a touch of attitude. Look, he's a neat type. He's got a little bit of size about him. The jury out for me. I want to see him again. Haven't seen enough of him as in race day conditions to suggest that he's going to improve out of sight. But look, if you like him, he's fit. Just a little bit of an attitude I'd query.
Yeah, he's actually yet to bag any prize money, so things would need to improve. A few moments ago, Noel Pursuit had a funny 5 seconds there, a little bit cold-backed almost when Hugh got on board. Number 9 is Intrepid Winner, finally, Jenny. Michael Chang's had a winner tonight. He'll certainly hope for another one here. King DeMello will be on board, and well, this horse has won over the course and distance.
A 6-year-old now. Last few have been even. He's a quiet, relaxed type of horse. Needs a little loosen up in front, that off front. He's healthy enough though, and his behaviour is very good. So he's there with a place hope on looks.
He's won off a rating of 68 and 63, has Intrepid Winner. He runs off a rating of 62 tonight. The market for the 3rd has Winning Dragon at 17 and 3.9. Gallant Waking 8.2 and 2.2. Favourite Noble Pursuit 2.7. The win 1.6 for the place. 4 Bravehearts at 33 and 7. 5 Awesome Fluke 7.1 and 2.2. 6 is Quantum Patch at 6.5 and 1.8. 7 Flamingo Trillion 5 and 1.6. 8 Devil Dom 29 and 5, and 9 Intrepid Winner at 9.2 and 2.4. Nick.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. That's how they bet for the 3rd here upcoming, and runners are about to leave the parade. There is Noble Pursuit, and he's just very much on his toes tonight, isn't he, under Hugh Bowman, but no better man on board. Jenny, as we come to you for your 4 from the parade ring, who paraded best for you?
Well, I'm happy with my at yours and my best bet. I thought he paraded really nicely, the 7 horse. They didn't have him in here very long, but he's really strong. He did continue to walk out nice and freely. Looks good, looks very well. So I've got him on top of number 4, Brave Hearts. I couldn't find anything wrong with him. I know he needs to improve quite a deal on what we've seen so far in 6 starts, and quite often these horses from Argentina take a little while to just find their best foot forward, so we'll see whether or not he can do that. From gate number, a horse, he's only 4 years, there's room for improvement. He's a lovely athletic horse, he looks a picture of health, so I'm going to take a chance with him at those sort of odds. He goes in as a Quinella horse. The 6, Quantum Patch, he looks really well. He's got a great nature, very relaxed horse, really healthy and fit, and I thought the 3, Noble Pursuit, well, you saw for yourself there, he was a little bit adventurous and playful here, going out onto the track, made it difficult for Hugh. He'd also got himself just slightly warm. He's a big, tall horse, so he's got a touch of an attitude. Does tend to get his head up a little bit in racing as well. But he's won 3 of 9, so there's definitely an engine there, and he looked healthy and he did look fit, so he scrapes in ahead of the 2, Gallant Waking. So 7, 4, 6 and 3.
Thank you, Jenny. Flamingo Trillion, Brave Hearts, Quantum Patch and Noble Pursuit in for 4th, Tom, but he is in for first for you as your best bet this evening.
He is, Mark. He's £3 better off for that 3/4 of a length beating from Flamingo Trillion last time out, where he was held up at a crucial point, I thought, last start too, was Noble Pursuit. Course and distance winner, beaten favourite last time out, beaten favourite at 2.9, of course, behind Massive Sovereign when he had a bit of a tough run in transit there at Sharton over the 2,000 metres. But you go back here when he won over Turin Mascot, Sure Joyful. He was in pretty good form then. So we'll take a chance again with him. Noble Pursuit. In the second goes number 7, Flamingo with Trillion, Frankie Law and Derek Lung here. He, of course, has got 4 extra pounds to carry here. Victory over Berlin Tango. There was a bit of rain about, so we'll see if the firmer surface tonight worries him or not. 6 goes in for 3rd, and that is Quantum Patch, Pierrong and Karis Teton. Last time out was 7th behind Zoom Boom. Didn't run on too much there. Of course, was 3rd over the 1650 behind Show Respect a couple of runs ago. He's been there or thereabouts. Only a one-time winner, however, from 15, but his trial certainly looked good up at Chungfa over a trip that was far from suitable. And Gallant Waking has a terrific turn of foot, does Gallant Waking. Francis Loy, Vincent Ho, only second-time course and distance, has placed 4th at this trip in the past, 2 lengths from Flamingo Trillion after having to come via the Cape around the home turn last time out. 3, 7, 6 and 2 here, Mark, for the 3rd.
Thank you, Tom, with the 7 to beat 3, 2 and 6. Going Flamingo Trillion with just a slight pull in the weights over Noble Pursuit. He was good last time, beating Berlin Tango by a half a length. He races well over the 1,800 metres here. Derek Long, Frankie Law combine again. So 7 goes on top to beat number 3, Noble Pursuit. Granted, he's a big danger because he's been racing so well around Happy Valley right throughout his very short career. Bowman and Founds with the 3. 2, Gallant Waking at 7.9 and 2.1. Just a matter of what sort of speed they go, because he does like to get back and be safe for one run at them, but he's very consistent. And 6, Quantum Patch, just given a little bit of time away from the track. It's been almost a month between runs since that 7th behind Zoom Boom. He was racing well enough before that, didn't mind the trial over the 1,000. 7, 3, 2 and 6, Nick.
Yeah, look, on the 7, as touched upon already, made him the best bet of the evening here, Flamingo Trillion, and certainly don't mind him at all in this. I mean, his win last time was good. Obviously, he's gone up £6 officially. Obviously, he did carry the £2 over, hence he's only got the extra 4 on his back this time around off a new mark of 68. But he was a bit closer in the run last time. As far as ground concerns, well, he's done it all. He's won on sort of very quick ground, good ground, and the ground with a bit of cut in it last time. So he's a very versatile horse, and he's well drawn here, so he's got plenty going for him, the 7. Over the 3, Noble Pursuit, he looked more on an even keel down heading to the start, having obviously been a bit on his toes there in the parade. He was a favourite and beaten favourite behind Flamingo Trillion last time out, so there isn't too much between the pair. But I did just feel the form could be confirmed here. The 6, Quantum Patch, I think he's interesting. He's trying the trip for the 4th time. But he's interesting on the best of his form over 1650, so give him a bit of a squeak. And Gallant Waking, he was far from disgraced in the Flamingo Trillion race last time, so sort of working through that form line, I suppose, given that I do like the 7. But 7, 3, 6 and 2, Jenny.
Yep, I'm with you with the 7 here. I thought Flamingo Trillion paraded really nicely. He's a really nice horse, very strong all over. Winner of 3 of 15. He was drawn in gate number 7 last time, so he's a bit better drawn in gate number 3. Likely to get himself a nice run, just need a little bit of luck in the straight. There he is on screen, nice and relaxed behind the gate. He goes on top of number 4, Braveheart. So we haven't seen much from him since he's arrived here, this horse. He was a winner on 3 occasions prior to coming. He won over 1,600 on a couple of occasions and then over 2,400 at Group 1 level. So there must be something there. We just haven't seen it yet. I thought he paraded really nicely, so I'm taking a chance with him at the odds. Next best is number 6. I thought Quantum Patch paraded really well. He's a very relaxed horse. Winner over the 1650 here at the Valley. See if he can get another win here. Did win over 1,800 at Leopardstown prior to coming, so not impossible for him. And I thought number 3, Noble Pursuit, just got a little bit toey. He was quite nervous, but slightly warm as well, and misbehaved as Huey took him out onto the track. So a few little negatives on that front, but the horse looks very fit and healthy. So he still makes it in. And Gallant Waking, if you fancied him, nothing wrong with him either. But 7, 4, 6 and 3.
7, 4, 6 and 3, and a bit of a watch on the 2 at 7.6 and 2.1. Couple of best bets in this race. Nick, do they feature in the play?
Yeah, for sure. We're going to go to 3, 6, 7 here. Look, the 2 best bets. Obviously, Tom's keen on Noble Pursuit, and I can totally understand why. So to our punters there at 2.8, and obviously Jenny and I with the Flamingo Trillion here. And look, there's a bit of money from now at 4.9, but we'll throw the 6 in as well, Quantum Patch, who I think is quite an interesting runner. So 3, 6, 7 is the play here for race number 3. But let's have a look at these prices, shall we? Winning Dragon at the top, he's 16. Gallant Waking, he's drifting at 7.6 now. Noble Pursuit, he's also just easy enough to back up to 2.9, was as short as 2.4. Braveheart's at 32s and 6.9 if you like him. Awesome Fluke, a bit of money for him, 8.3 into 7 and now 7.1. Quantum Patch is also being back, 7.2, 6.4, now into 5.9. Flamingo Trillion is a 4-to-1 chance, so he's at 5s from 5.8. And Devildom, 27s out to 31. And down at the bottom, Intrepid Winner, he's not really budged any, 10 and 2.5. So there are a few being backed in the race, notably Awesome Fluke at a bit of a price. Quantum Patch also, money for Flamingo Trillion. And no great support for Gallant Waking. He's easy enough to back along with the favourite.
Thank you, Nick, with the red light flashing down there for race number 3. Jenny, Awesome Fluke has been kept in the market here at 7.2 and 2.2. Hard ridden in his trial. How's he turned out first run for Ricky Yu tonight?
Yeah, look, I've noted before that he's not the most smooth walking horse. He always needs a bit of a loosening up in front, but he's a really quiet, relaxed horse. He did look quite fit. I thought he looked okay, and from gate 1 perhaps he might get himself a nice run. He was okay, he got a pass.
He has been safely locked away as we come to you, Tom, for race number 3.
Thank you, Mark. He's been a bit disappointing since he arrived here. Awesome Fluke, 3rd and a 4th placing next to his name from 7 starts in the new stable tonight. Noble Pursuit coming up as the favourite for the final runner to be locked into the machine. Just getting the gates snapped shut behind Quantum Patch, who's at 5.9. And we're all set to go for the Loire handicap. 1,800 metres, top of the straight. They're racing immediately. And Bravehearts was probably last to leave the stalls from barrier number 9. And away well out wide of Devildom going in search of the lead here. Flamingo Trillion down on the inside. Winning Dragon not far away 3rd. Noble Pursuit handy 4th. Little deep. Awesome Fluke down on the inside. Intrepid Winner. Gallant Waking keen at the winning post. He's really fighting his rider for some more rain. And then came Bravehearts and Quantum Patch last. Now Bravehearts has been stranded 4 deep back at the end of the field. And the small field here of 9 as they hit up the side towards the 1,250 metres. Eventually Flamingo Trillion came out on top from Devildom. 13.51 the lead section. 23.65. So a little quick the first, not so quick the second. Gallant Waking position closer tonight 3rd around Winning Dragon, and then came Noble Pursuit the favourite. They're in turn followed by Awesome Fluke back on the inside. Now Quantum Patch is 3 out. Bravehearts, who was 3 and 4 wide for Alexi Bedell, gone back now to last and looking to try and tuck in and get some cover next to the last of them, who was Intrepid Winner. Down the back, 700 metres left to go. The leader is Flamingo Trillion, the last start winner. Shows out by a neck on Devildom 2nd. 3rd Winning Dragon, Gallant Waking 4th. Devildom now called upon up on the outside of the leader. Then came Noble Pursuit. He's pushed up by Bowman the favourite. Awesome Fluke going okay on the fence, just needs it out. Then came Quantum Patch, Intrepid Winner, and Bravehearts under all sorts last. Around the turn, Flamingo Trillion given full bore. There to challenge on the outside, Winning Dragon if good enough. Devildom, here comes Quantum Patch right down the crown of the track. Noble Pursuit only whacking away. Awesome Fluke just in front of him. It's Flamingo Trillion in front. Leads a length. 3/4 Winning Dragon getting close, but Flamingo Trillion too good off the front. Over Winning Dragon and Awesome Fluke. Maybe Quantum Patch fourth just in front of the Intrepid winner. Noble Pursuit never really yelped. And then came Devildom. Braveheart's in the small field. He covered more ground than the early settlers in a 9-horse field. He was back towards the end of the field, and the other one back there with him as well as they've run on by was Devildom, about one of the last ones to greet the judge after the Loire handicap. 7-1-5-6, the best bet tonight for Nick Child and Jenny Chapman home here at the head of the field. Gallant Waking was the other one back towards the end of the field, if I didn't mention him as well. He dropped out of it after racing Handy. I think he's best suited for one run at them with his turn of foot. But take nothing away from the winner. Frankie Law's got him in terrific form at the moment. 4-year-old, start 16, win 4 at 7-1-5 and 6. 7-1-5 and 6, 149.18. So they are inside standard there. Standard is 149.3 following the third. Immediately, and Bravehearts was probably last to leave the stalls from barrier number 9, and away well out wider. Devildom going in search of the lead here. Flamingo Trillion down on the inside. Winning Dragon not far away third. Noble Pursuit Handy fourth, but a little deep. Awesome Fluke down on the inside. Intrepid winner. Gallant Waking keen at the winning post. Came Bravehearts and Quantum Patch last. Now Bravehearts has been stranded 4 deep back at the end of the field in the small field here of 9 as they head up the side towards the 1,250 metres. Eventually Flamingo Trillion came out on top from Devildom. 13.51 the lead section, 23.65, so a little quick the first, not so quick the second. Gallant Waking position closer tonight third around Winning Dragon, and then came Noble Pursuit the favourite. They're in turn followed by Awesome Fluke back on the inside. Now Quantum Patch is 3 out. Bravehearts, who was 3 and 4 wide for Alexi Bedell, gone back now to last and looking to try and tuck in and get some cover next to the last of them, who is Intrepid winner. Down the back, 700 metres left to go. The leader is Flamingo Trillion, the last start winner. Shows out by a neck on Devildom second. Third Winning Dragon, Gallant Waking fourth. Devildom now called upon up on the outside of the leader. Then came Noble Pursuit. He's pushed up by Bowman the favourite. Awesome Fluke going okay on the fence, just needs it out. Then came Quantum Patch, Intrepid winner, and Bravehearts under all sorts last. Around the turn, Flamingo Trillion given full bore. There to challenge on the outside, Winning Dragon if good enough. Devildom. Here comes Quantum Patch right down the crown of the track. Noble Pursuit only whacking away. Awesome Fluke just in front of him. It's Flamingo Trillion in front. Leads a length. 3/4 Winning Dragon getting close, but Flamingo Trillion too good off the front.
He goes back to back, does Flamingo Trillion, and has returned to 39 and 13.50. Was Crunch Lady, was Green Lamped, and started second favourite. Winning Dragon. But those 2 runs where he wasn't quite as sharp behind him with the 7th and the 10th. He's run a game second, loomed up but couldn't get the eventual winner. Had to settle for a 3/4 of a length second. Awesome Flukes are on the insides, run third, and Quantum Patch out wide, rounds out the first 4. But there's best bets home everywhere, Nick.
Yeah, super to see him win again, actually. This horse, as you say, he was well back late. Flamingo Trillion, and well, he's now managed to win again here over the 1,800 metres at Happy Valley. That's on his 3rd run, course and distance now for 2 wins and a placing, and he's going to pay 39 and 13.50. So what value there might have been evaporated a bit late, but he's won well. The runner-up was number 1, Winning Dragon at $49. Third, number 5, that was Awesome Fluke at 21, and fourth, number 6, Quantum Patch in the 3rd. Quinella, 334.50. Forecast 593. The TS 2,706, and the Trio 500. And $44 there, Jenny. Derek Lung's all smiles, and rightly so as well. He's given this horse a well-judged ride off the front.
I can, not that I can see you at the moment, Nick, but I'm sure you're smiling as well. Well done, your best bet home and mine as well. Yeah, look, well done to Derek. And Frankie has got him absolutely flying at the moment, this horse. He's a really nice horse. Good to see him get 2 on the trot here, and I thought Derek gave him a nice ride. He was well judged there on the speed. Of the rest, well, obviously there was an excuse for Bravehearts. He did cover a fair bit of ground. Noble Pursuit, he just looked a little sour in running. He had the ears back. He just didn't look like he was travelling all that well right throughout that race. It was a bit of an ordinary effort.
Gallant Waking too, Nick. He raced wide into the first turn and very keen.
Yeah, he was very cheery, wasn't he, going up past the winning post, and well, Vincent had his work cut out really to sort of get him settled. We can have a look back at it now, in fact. Have a look for gate 5. That's where he's going to jump from. Jumps well. Winning Dragon just got into the path there of the eventual winner towards the inside, but Devildom jumped well. Flamingo Trillion's going to put himself up on the pace as they go past the mirror with a circuit to go. Winning Dragon following. You've got Noble Pursuit there back in behind. Awesome Fluke next, and there you can see now Gallant Waking's really locked onto the bit there and trying to throw the head up in the air a bit there for Vincent, so not looking the kindest of conveyances. Bravehearts is caught rather deep there as Quantum Patch is towards his inside, and Intrepid Winner is just about the back marker at this stage. But from here on in, Flamingo Trillion won't be headed. He's got Devildom there on his heels. Gallant Waking's now moved up to third, given how keen he was, and still Bravehearts covering more ground as they take that Noble Pursuit the inside. Looking to the back, Intrepid Winner is still the back marker, but the leader and eventual winner travelling quite well here.
He is, with him just getting a very comfortable lead. Devildom happy to apply no pressure up outside of him. Winning Dragon, who ends up running second, is following the winner, and Awesome Fluke, who runs third, is following Winning Dragon. So the first three home are the first three on the rail. Gallant Waking up outside of Winning Dragon. Noble Pursuit, Quantum Patch is following Gallant Waking, and the last two, Bravehearts and Intrepid Winner, both coming under pressure as the leader swings off the bend and has Devildom beaten.
He certainly does, yeah. He's got one or two of them off the bit as well. Noble Pursuit, the notable one. His run's going to be rather short-lived. Not from him here tonight. Swinging wide was Quantum Patch and Gallant Waking. They've covered plenty of extra ground into the home turn. Awesome Fluke trying to chase him behind. He's eventually going to run third, so he's kept on quite well. But Flamingo Trillion there kept up to his work by Derek, pulls the whip through. He's got a little bit in hand here as he goes towards the line. Winning Dragon, though, has kept him honest. But it was Flamingo Trillion who goes on to score.
And the waiting signal is there on race number 3, 7, 1, 5 and 6, 3/4, 2 1/4, 149.18. The QP's 1 Winning Dragon and 7 Flamingo Trillion, $100. 5 and 7 Awesome Fluke and Flamingo Trillion, 47, and 1 and 5, 156. Forecast 7 beats 1, 593. The first four, 1, 5, 6 and 7, 726. The quartet will be 7, 1, 5, and number 6 Quantum Patch is the fourth one across the line, 13,112. Double over races 2 and 3, 4 Big Red into 7 Flamingo Trillion, 209, 4 into 1 Winning Dragon, $155.50. First double trio, 1, 4, 6, and then 1, 5 and 7, 132,705. And the Class 3, 1650, run in 1351, standards 13.6. 2365, standards 2285. 2385, standards 24. 45. 24.2, standards 24.4. And then 23.97 for the last split, standards 24 even. Winners time 149.18 is inside of standard, which is 149.3. Class 5 over the 1650. We'll take you for some live music a little bit later on. As you can see, no cover on the stage tonight because there is absolutely no threat of rain here at Happy Valley. The secret of Happy Hunk leading Dragon Delight, though, Nick, in race number 4.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Happy Hunk there, horse number 8. He's shown a bit of pace and he's well drawn. Derek Lung looking for a quick 5 double will be on board him. He's led up in his last couple of starts. Dragon Delight won't be too far away from the pace. He's got £7 off and he has led previously. Big 2, model consistency without winning. He won't be far away. Reliable Profit. Mr. Arm and Hang's Choice should come next, and they'll almost come in twos here towards the rear. You've got Eagle Run who gets back. Master of Luck a bit the same. Yi Chung Warrior and Happy Hood. Horse number 9, he's drawn wide, so he's going to have to take back, I reckon.
We have got a stack of horses coming out of race 629 into race 669, and as you can see, there are arrows everywhere. Nick, with the winner, Dragon Delight, outside the speed.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure where to look, to be honest, but I guess we start with Dragon Delight, who has won. Good to see him get this win at last. Dave has got his team in really good order, so this was a nice effort from him here. He's gone up from 29 to 36 rated now, so Padella Swong on board once again, taking 7 off will help. There's Big Two in behind in the white and blue. Look, he's boxed on. It's what he usually does. He's actually run second or third 10 times from 21 course and distance, so you know you'll get a run for your money. It's just whether or not he's good enough to get his head in front again.
In placed of them, his last 5 in a row, 2 Big Two. 2 Infinity ran 4th in Class 4 last start behind Jumbo Legend, beaten 2 1/4. Good effort, does go up in weight for the class drop, and is a 3-time course and distance winner, 2 from 4 in this grade.
Yeah, look, he could be a really dangerous horse to all and sundry in this, because his record in the grade is good, course and distance as you mentioned, and he's well drawn. Zach's on. You know, he's probably now got back to a very winnable sort of mark off of 40, dropping in grade, and to be fair, he wasn't beaten that far there, so the run was not the worst.
2 starts ago, this is for Keen Unity, who ran 7th behind Glorious Journey. The run before that, over the 1650 here, he did run 2nd to they then in form Show Respect.
Yeah, beaten a length and a half. That was off a 42 rated, so now down a couple of pounds here to 40. Top end of Class 5 for the first time. Look, he's not from 15, so he's starting to look rather exposed, but look, he has shown enough to suggest he could certainly get competitive in a race like this. And look, I know he was 7th here, but you know, he probably wasn't the luckiest in the run, and as you say, that run 3 back was much better. Here's the all-up market. Keen Unity up at the top, 5.8 through the all-ups. Reliable Profit out to 10s. 2 Infinity, no longer favourite on the all-up market there, out to 4.7 from 4.2. Master of Luck, a bit of support for him into 6.3. Yichong Warrior at 14s. Dragon Delight at 9.9 the last start. When a Big Two has been the subject of a bit of support here, 4.6 to 4.1. Happy Hunk out to 28s. Also drifting Happy Hood from 32 to 45. Eagle Run 19s. 27 about Hang's Choice. And Mr. Arm 47s from 39, and he will be the mount of Dylan Moe.
Thank you, Nick. Horses aren't too far from joining you. Jenny, last start winner in this race in Dragon Delight's looking to give Ella Swong a winning double this evening.
Look, it took him a long while on a rain-affected track, so he's not going to get that here this evening, but yeah, look, a bit of a relief for the connections there to eventually get the win. He'd picked up a bit of prize money prior to that too. Gets a claim, that might help, but gate 10's probably going to make it tough.
Here's the 3, Jenny. This is 2 Infinity coming into the parade ring here. We've spoken about him already there. Richards, I mean, the fact he's coming back into this grade with a good course and distance record should certainly take him a long way.
Yeah, look, it should. Back into this grade. He's an awkward walking horse. He dips a little bit when he walks. You can see that for yourself there. He sort of takes a long stride with that, but not totally smooth. So that's the only fault. Everything else about him is quite good, actually. He's healthy, he's fit, he's nicely enough behaved. So just requires a bit of loosening up.
He was the favourite till the all-up money came through, and he's out to 4.9, and 1.9 is 2 Infinity. £111 last time, 135 tonight, down into Class 5, but he does draw gate 3 as opposed to 9. Reliable Profit is another one on the class drop. It's Niall Hewitson for Denny Shum.
Nice and relaxed, about your average height. He's got a strong chest on him. He's got a fair bit of scope too. Does look as fit as he could possibly be. Coat's no issue, and fluency looks to be spot on as well. So he's one of the older ISGs, or a 5-year-old, and he's not a bad type. He seems to be walking out freely. I'd give him an each-way chance.
Yeah, that is Reliable Profit. I think he's first going Class 5 company. Son of Reliable Man, gets his colour from his sire, one would think. He's currently at 10 and 3.5 about Reliable Profit there for trainer Danny Shum. 5th behind I Can last time out, who has run another very good race here this evening. The top one, Jenny, is Keen Unity. He's going to have to carry co-top weight here with a couple of rivals. Draws gate 1, and he's certainly well drawn, well fancied too.
Yeah, look, he's getting into Class 5 for the first time here. The horse looks in pretty good nick. He's bandaged in front. He's very quiet. Another handler close by, but he's not doing anything wrong. Very solid body type. Decent chest and shoulder on him. Carries a bit of weight around the midsection as well. Got a little bit of size about him. I like his attitude. seems to be walking out okay. He looks all right. I've probably got him more as a place chance.
He's 2.3 a place at the moment is Keen Unity, and barrier number 1 for his first go in Class 5 this evening, and he's placing on the turf was course and distance. So we've seen the 1, we've seen the 2, we've seen the 3 all having their first go in this grade, as opposed to the 4, Master of Luck, who's been racing well in this class. He's been top 3 of his last 4.
He looks as fit as he can be going into this. He's very relaxed here in the parade. He's a horse that's about your average height, but he's got a fair bit of scope. He does appear to be walking out okay as well. Maybe a little stiff walking behind, but everything else is... So he's there with an each-way chance.
There's Master of Luck, Mark Noonan and Brenton Abdullah teaming up. Brenton has a pretty handy record on the horse, actually. He's filled all top 3 placings in 4 rides and 1 unplaced effort. 6.8 and even money is his quote currently. Run on the good yielding ground last time out, back on a good surface tonight. Yi Chong Warrior is the man of Harry Bentley here for David Hall. He's got his team going well. First time Harry's going to ride the horse, Jenny. A 3-time winner, all 3 the course and distance. Yeah,
his last few have just been only fair, I feel. So he would probably need to pick up a little bit off those efforts. But just, sorry, bear with me 1 second so I can get a better look at him. The 8 horse just getting a little bit agitated here. The 5 looks alert with his 2 handlers. He's not a standout type. He carries a little bit of weight around the midsection. Fluency, well, he's not, I mean, he's got a bit of a pronounced knee action, but he's healthy enough and he's fit. He's okay. I'd have him place only.
And that is the 5. This is the 6 Dragon Delight, looking to make it back-to-back wins. Does he appear to have done well since that victory?
He's a horse that regularly parades quite well, actually, Mark. So, you know, no real changes for him. He's always been a pretty good walker. He's fluent. He's bandaged in front, and he remains a very fit horse. So he looks better than he's been because, you know, he's got a good attitude as well, a bit of size, and he's an athletic type. So I'd have to give him an each-way chance again, but whether or not he needs that wet track to produce his best, that's my guess.
Yeah, that is where that win was achieved, of course, on slightly softer underfoot conditions. Here's Big 2, Jenny, a perennial place getter. He's placed 11 times, 2nd or 3rd from 28 starts. So just a 1-time win. It was the course and distance, and he was 2nd to Dragon Delight last time.
Well, he's placed his last 5, so the horse is in pretty good form. Really solid-bodied horse, sensible type, really nice, healthy-looking coat on him, and does continue to walk out well. So once again, he does look good, often lands him a top 4. Disappointing he has only won the 1 race, but he does look good again.
Going very consistently in this class. A Big 2, just finds 1 or 2 to beat him. Happy Hunk hasn't exactly been turning on the ladies lately, Jenny.
No, he's got a little bit of an attitude, Happy Hunk, actually, so that might be why. He's a strong, solid-bodied type. He's got big hindquarters on him, and he's, you know, solid chest. He does look fit, yeah. I'll give him that. He can be on the speed there from gate number 2. He might give you a pretty good sight. I won't be ruling him out. I'll leave him on a place line.
Yeah, it would seem as if the 9, who we'll get to shortly, Happy Hood, has been learning some of those attitude traits from Happy Hunk, because he just momentarily held the parade up there. Here he is, though, Jenny, on screen. Keith Young and Cody Moe teaming up. The cheek pieces are coming off tonight.
Yeah, an improved effort last time, and that was on the rain-affected surface as well. So you can see he's very much... well, he's actually behaving himself okay at the moment, but he was, as you say, he balked and he just didn't want to go on. There's a bit of stage fright for him. He does appear to be fluent enough in his walking action. He's fit, he's eager at the moment. He looks quite healthy in his coat. He doesn't look bad. He's just not a big, strong horse, even though he weighs 11, 20 pounds. Place only.
That was Happy Hood. This will be number 10, Eagle Run, placed on the all-weather 2 starts ago. Then no luck from the draw when down the track to Dragon Delight last start.
Covered a bit of ground, so he did it quite tough. He actually is a horse that generally does look good each time I've seen him, but he has been disappointing. His overall record is poor. Don't know if he can improve enough here. His run 2 starts ago was quite good. I do like him as a type. He's very strong and healthy, looks great in his coat. He does look as fit as he can be, and he continues to walk out well. So I might have to put him into the top 4 once again.
That is the 10 Eagle Run. 14 to 1 is his price. Here, that run 2 back on the all-weather was actually good, wasn't it? But didn't really back it up last time, that's for sure. Beaten into double digits. Hang's Choice, Jenny. Chris So, well, there probably isn't a trainer in better form at the moment than Chrissy So. Ben Thompson on board this one. His win came over this course and distance, so he's been disappointing of late.
He certainly has. He's got down to a rating of 17. Ben Thompson rides him. Now, he's a neat little horse. He's not overly big. He's got some muscle strength in the shoulder. His behaviour is quite good. Requires just a tiny little loosen up in front. But I think, generally speaking, that's probably as good as he can present. But a winner of just 1. So I don't know that you'd have a great deal of confidence in a horse like him. But you know what? He's not the worst here in this parade.
He's been busy. He's having his 3rd run in 3 weeks, Hang's Choice. And poor old Mr. Arm, he's down off a rating of 8 tonight. Dylan Moe on board. He's run 4th in a trial since his last start.
He has, and Dylan's only ride here this evening as well. So he's a very tricky horse, winner of 1 of 32. He's a bit of he displays a little bit in front when he walks, this horse. 1,018 pounds, so he is a lightly framed, but it's actually quite well distributed, that amount of weight. So he's neat enough, he's fit, he's quite healthy, he looks okay, he gets a pass.
That is Mr. Arm. He's 12 pounds out of the weights here tonight as well, which is going to make things a little bit tougher. And he's officially the lowest rated horse here in Hong Kong. 6 minutes away from our 4th race. We'll have a look at this market for you. Keen Unity is 5.9 there up at the top. Reliable Profit just easing out to 11s. To Infinity is at 4.9. Master of Luck is at 6.5. There's been money for him actually continuing. Yichong Warrior is at 14s. 8.5 Dragon Delight. He's also being backed from slightly bigger odds. Money for Big 2 into 4.3. Happy Hunk at 28s. 42 Happy Hood. Eagle Run at 15s from 18s. 26 out from 22 is Hang's Choice, and 47s. There is Mr. Arm down at the bottom from 39s.
Thank you, Nick. As Mr. Arm is headed out the gate, Jenny, so they're all on their way to the barriers for race number 4. Who's headed into your top 4?
I think number 7 paraded the best here. He is actually the favourite at the moment. That's Big 2. So he's one of these horses that's got 1 win on the board from 28 starts, but numerous placings, and he has been placing of late, so he's in reasonable form. But his desire is obviously questionable. Hugh Bowman to try and get him over the line here from gate number 4. At least he's well drawn, but he does look good. He goes on top of number 2, Reliable Profit, the grey horse. I thought he paraded nicely. Gets a class drop here, so that might hold him in good stead. Next best is number 10, Eagle Run. He's been really disappointing. I mean, 2 starts ago, it was not a bad effort from him. He's awkwardly drawn, but he does have the light weight here and is in the hands of Tony Cruz now, formerly trained by Douglas White. I thought he paraded well. He's a nice type, so it's hard not to like him. And I thought number 4, just in front of the 6, Master of Luck, paraded quite nicely too. And his recent form's been consistent enough. He should run well. He couldn't be any fitter looking. 6, if you liked him, nothing wrong with him. That's Dragon Delight, the last start winner. 7, 2, 10 and 4.
Thank you, Jenny. 7, 2, 10 and 4. Yeah, the good-looking Big 2 going on top there. Reliable Profit in for 2nd. Eagle Run makes it in there at a bit of odds if you like him. And the 4, Master of Luck, who's well fancied for this. That's 6.5. So 7, 2, 10 and 4 are the numbers for race 4. Let's find out who Tom likes in this one. Not an easy one to try and work out, Tom.
No, it's not, Nick. I went with the 2 Infinity here, who was worse than midfield, and then he got slightly hampered coming towards the home turn, and still stayed on well. So I thought he was a bit unlucky last time out, off a rating of 41 in Class 4. So here he is, top of the weights here. In Class 5 off a rating of 40 with Zach Purton, who has tasted success aboard this horse in the past. And look, he has won off 43. He's got 2 wins in this grade, but he has won off 43. So I think he should measure up here from a good draw, barrier number 3. In for 2nd goes Master of Luck near the rear on the fence, and made ground behind Dragon Delight last start. He's obviously £10 better off with him. 7 in for 3rd, Big 2, but 1 from 28, and geez, taken some money with him recently. 2.8, 4.4. He's been beaten favourite in a couple of those runs where, look, he can get a bit keen, but other than that, he's pretty much had every chance. 679 days since he had that lone win. Big 2, and look, Reliable Profit might not be the worst here. 0 from 5 course and distance, but it's 0 from 8 overall, and it was better, I thought, behind I Can last start, who ran well in one of our earlier races. So 3, 4, 7 and 2 here, marked for race number 4.
Thank you, Tom. With the 3-2 Infinity, just his record in this grade, his run last time was good. He does have to shoulder much more weight than what he did with that fourth behind Jumbo Legend, but the fact he's done it here before gives him a good chance. Don't mind Master of Luck. The only time he didn't figure in the top 3 was 2 starts ago when 6th behind Northern Beast, and he missed a run leading into that race, so perhaps was a run short when 6th. Bounced back with a good 3rd behind Dragon Delight from a wide draw. 7 in for 3rd, Big 2 is way too consistent to be leaving out. And Keen Unity is going to get a really good trip from the inside. First time in Class 5 for him. 3, 4, 7 and 1 Nick for race number 4.
Yeah, taking a chance with the top one here. Keen Unity, I thought, was an interesting runner in this. Jimmy Ting, Luke Ferraris from a good draw. So, look, it's an open-looking race. I'll go with the 1 over 7 Big 2, who I'm sure will give his running once again. He is racing well. I mean, for all he doesn't win all that often, it's hard to knock a horse that continues to race and fill the frame, especially in this sort of grade. So, look, he'll give his running again, I fancy, in this. Dragon Delight in, money coming for him now. Obviously, he's a last start winner and he's in form. And I put the 4 Master of Luck in as well. I thought there were any number of chances, really, in this race. 1, 7, 6, 4 for me, Jenny.
7 goes on top for me. That's Big 2. I thought he paraded really nicely. He's a big, strong horse. He's nicely drawn in gate 4. He's had his opportunities. He hasn't had that many excuses. So I just do question his tenacity in a finish, but he does look good. He goes on top of number 2, Reliable Prophet, who's had leg issues in the past, one of them being a right suspensory ligament injury, so hopefully all is okay with him. He does look really well. He was walking out nicely, only had the 8 starts, and last run okay off a 117-day break, so perhaps he can run well here again. He does look like he could. The 10 goes in, Eagle Run. I thought he paraded nicely. He's a lovely, strong-bodied horse. He's always looked good, this horse, but he's been disappointing in 18 starts. And the 4, Master of Luck, I thought he presented nicely, and he hasn't been too far away in most of his races. So a runner 4, Mark Newnham there, he could possibly run well. At least he's run over the course and distance, so you know he's capable. Dragon Delight, next best if you fancied him. 7, 2, 10 and 4.
We've had a big red win tonight, Jenny, with Big 2 to make it a winner in race number 4 for Douglas White and Hugh Bowman, who has also had a winner tonight, Nick.
He has, yes. Winners all over the place. Light blinks away. Play, we're going to go the 1, 3, 7 in this. Keen Unity up at the top. Interesting on the downgrade in this. 2 Infinity back in the class. Should go well, the 3. And Big 2, well, it's hard to leave him out when it comes to finding numbers to make the frame. So 1, 3, 7, the numbers here for the play. Big 2 looks likely to jump favourite here if he holds on to his 4.3 quote. There's money for him as well. 2 Infinity is easy enough to back. So too Keen Unity up at the top. Money for Master of Luck has been supported. And there's also money for Dragon Delight now into single figures from 10s. And money at a price for Eagle Run, who's now into 13s.
And there is Eagle Run. Tom going into a wide stall for race 4.
Thank you, Mark. The Roan handicap, 16.50 for the first leg of the 6 up for tonight. There is a bonus there for the 6-win bonus tonight. Jackpot of 2.7. So good luck if you are having a go at that tonight. Big 2 coming up. Happy Hood about to come up to barrier 12, and into the line goes Happy Hunk. We're set for race number 4 tonight, 16.50 Class 5. They're away. Good dispatch as well it was from the 16.50. And out wide of this pace from Dragon Delight, Eagle Run, the grey Reliable Prophet surging forward. Happy Hunk throw over on the inside and Hang's Choice in that leading division as they tear into the first turn. Big 2 from Keen Unity, and then came 2 Infinity, who's one off back of midfield here. They've been followed by Master of Luck, Happy Hood, between them Yichong Warrior, and the lowest rated galloper in Hong Kong, that is Mr. Arm, off a grand rating of 8 tonight. He's back at the end of the field as they swing up the side. The lead section 27.62, so a bit inside standard. And the leader is Happy Hunk with Eagle Run up on the outside. 2 away, 3rd is the last start winner, Dragon Delight from Reliable Prophet, who's in the 4th position against the fence from barrier number 8. Big 2 came next. He's a little better than midfield. Happy Hood's been stranded wide throughout. They top the rise at the 800 metres. Keen Unity on the rail, followed by Hang's Choice, Master of Luck, 2 Infinity, and then came Yichong Warrior, and back at the end of the field is Mr. Arm, and he's been pushed up last as they're about to peel off the back. Here's Happy Hood to challenge Happy Hunk. Round the outside now. He's never been on the track. Eagle Run under pressure. Big 2, 3 up. Reliable Profit chivied along on the rail. Then came Dragon Delight, Hang's Choice. Further back is Keen Unity, to Infinity. Master of Luck, Yichong Warrior. Happy Hood with the baldy white face on the outside of Happy Hunk. It's a real struggle up the straight, but here comes To Infinity. He's coming home with a wet sail at a rate of knots. He's gone straight on by, and he's going to give this field Class 5 a good old-fashioned towel up. Look at him go. To Infinity. To Infinity is one from Happy Hood, the margin about 6. Keen Unity third, Not Sure fourth. Reliable Profit, Master of Luck out wider, Yichong Warrior, and Hang's Choice in that division as well. They were followed by Dragon Delight, and then came Happy Hunk, followed by Eagle Run, Mr. Arm, and Big 2 at the end of the field. To Infinity the winner, Daylight second. He was smoking the pipe coming to the turn, was Sir Purton, and he's just absolutely demoralised them here. I know it's Class 5, but he's won off a rating of 43 in the past, and he's basically showing what he's capable of tonight with Zach Purton on board, his first winner for a couple of meetings. Hands and heels as well. Look at him go. Son of Darcy Brahma. His fourth win, course and distance here at Happy Valley. Jamie Richards, Zach Purton, and he's gone off at 5.2 and 1.8. 391 from a photo for fourth. It was the only horse you wanted to be on at the 200 metres. It was like watching a slow motion replay at some of them halfway down, and then he chimed in. And you could put the fast forward button there the way he chimed in and won. 140.91, way outside standard. Good dispatch as well it was from the 1650, and out wider there's pace from Dragon Delight, Eagle Run, the grey Reliable Profit surging forward. Happy Hunk throw over on the inside, and Hang's Choice in that leading division as they tear into the first turn. Big 2 from Keen Unity, and then came To Infinity, who's one off back of midfield here. They've been followed by Master of Luck, Happy Hood, between them Yichong Warrior, and the lowest rated galloper in Hong Kong, that is Mr. Arm, off a grand rating of 8 tonight. He's back at the end of the field as they swing up the side. The lead section 27.62, so a bit inside standard. And the leader is Happy Hunk with Eagle Run up on the outside. 2 away third is the last start winner, Dragon Delight from Reliable Profit, who's in the fourth position against the fence from barrier number 8. Big 2 came next. He's a little better than midfield. Happy Hood's been stranded wide throughout. They top the rise at the 800 metres. Keen Unity on the rail, followed by Hang's Choice, Master of Luck, To Infinity, and then came Yichong Warrior, and back at the end of the field is Mr. Arm, and he's been pushed up last as they're about to peel off the back. Here's Happy Hood to challenge Happy Hunk round the outside now. He's never been on the track. Eagle Run under pressure. Big 2, 3 up. Reliable Profit chivied along on the rail. Then came Dragon Delight, Hang's Choice. Further back is Keen Unity, To Infinity, Master of Luck, Yichong Warrior. Happy Hood with the baldy white face on the outside of Happy Hunk. It's a real struggle up the straight, but here comes To Infinity. He's coming home with a wet sail at a rate of knots. He's gone straight on by, and he's going to give this field Class 5 a good old-fashioned towel up. Look at him go. To Infinity. To Infinity is one from Happy Hood.
That was a fleeting visit to Class 5 for To Infinity. The way he's bashed them up there, 5.5 lengths, and destroyed them after hooking out at the top of the straight. Much better run tonight from Happy Hood from barrier number 12. That's been by far his best effort. Start number 13, 1 Keen Unity and 2 Reliable Profit, but 5.5 lengths under a wrap. He might go straight to Class 3 on that one, Nick.
Yeah, well, look, the assessors will have their say, that's for sure. I mean, he's won by 5.5 lengths, pulling a cart, and he's gone past them like they were stood still. So that was a big win there from To Infinity. So look, his record in the grade is a very good one. He's now a 3-time winner from 5, and he's managed to win here quite effortlessly in the end. So yeah, tidy win, seeing off Happy Hood in for second, Keen Unity and Reliable Profit. Well done to Jamie Richards, gets the win. He's all smiles. 149.1 was the time there as well. So we'll have a look at the dividends for you very shortly. 52 and 18.50 is what this winner is going to pay there. The runner-up, Happy Hood at $114 the place. Third, number 1, Keen Unity at $29.50, and fourth, number 2, that was Reliable Profit. Quinella, 1,367. Forecast, 1,981. The tier, $17,020, and the trio, 3,373. But well, it was all over, Jenny, bar the shouting, really. It was a one-horse affair.
Well, it really was, but he did get the speed to suit, didn't he? And coming down in grade obviously suited him as well. There's plenty of pace on, 27.62 and then 23.49. So both of those early sectionals were well inside of standard, and Zach just sat back smoking the pipe. The horse hadn't done any work whatsoever. He just pulled him out in the top part of the in reserve and showed that 5.5 length win. That's a big margin, but did get the speed to suit, and well done to Jamie Richards getting another winner on the board.
And the quartet 106,567 as we seed again from the 1650 metre start point. Winner jumping from barrier number 3 and happy not to contest any early lead to infinity. He goes back, speed out wide from Dragon Delight, Eagle Run yellow. Happy Hunk there on the inside. The grey is Reliable Profit. And then Heng's Choice in the red from Big Two going to the fence. King Unity's on the inside of the winner to infinity. Happy Hood's wide around the first turn from Yi Chong Warrior, Master of Luck and Mr. Arms back at the tail. But the leader is Happy Hunk with 1,200 to go. Eagle Run pushing on from his wide gate to try and cross Dragon Delight, who's just keeping him out as he probes up in the centre. Reliable Profit 4th, and then Big Two, King Unity and Heng's Choice. Happy Hood's gone a terrific race because he's been wide throughout and he's run second. Not as good as the winner's gone though, that's to infinity. He's one off around Master of Luck from Yi Chong Warrior and Mr. Armour's last of all. But Happy Hunk leads Eagle Run, and here comes Happy Hood joining the party up front, Nick.
He is indeed, yes. So decent bit of tempo on here. Happy Hunk still leading them here from Eagle Run. You can see the widest runner. That is Happy Hood now pressing forward. Big Two just in behind him, looking for the winner. That's him further back. He's in the second half of the field here at this stage, but he's travelling very well there in those hooped sleeves, and you can see right at the back that's Mr. Arm, who's certainly cried enough at this stage. But one or two making their bids for glory. Happy Hood noticeably on the outside of Happy Hunk. You've got in behind Keen Unity sticking to the inside. Reliable Profits just switched off heels, and it's at this stage now that Zach finally lets the handbrake off to infinity, and he's absolutely scooted clear here. Big Two dropping right away. That was a disappointing run from him, but it was a one-horse race in the end, and it was all to infinity.
As he clocks in, he wins by 5.5 lengths. Half a length between second and third, 140.91. 3, 9, 1 and 2, with To Infinity paying 52 for the win. 3 and 9 QPs, To Infinity and a Happy Hood 387. 1 and 3 Keen Unity and To Infinity 72, and 1 and 9 $543. Forecast on the fourth, 3 beats 9, 1,981. The first four. And it's 1, 2, 3 and 9, 5,143. With the quartet, number 2's run 4th, and that is the grey, Reliable Profit, 106,567. First leg of the double went the way of number 7, Flamingo Trillion, into 3, To Infinity, 197, 7 into 9. Happy Hood Consolation, $353.50. Times 27.62, standards 27.95, 23.49, standards 24.1, 25.32, standards 24.25, and then 24.48, standards 24. Winner's time is 140.91, standard time is 140.3. Trophy race, race number 5, the Sword Turn Cup, as the Can-Can is underway up at the Beer Garden. 1, 2, 10 and 11. Sunny Darling, Side Hero, Many Thanks Forever and Sweet Diamond have been to Chung Fa. Just a reminder, there's a late scratching here, and that is Miracles. Will make no difference whatsoever to Lully Speed Map here, Nick, because he's 3 wide and 1 back, so you can just liquid paper him out.
Yes, you can indeed, yeah. Super Axiom, when he's in any race, you know exactly what's going to happen, and that's he's going to go forward. Even though he's drawn wide, he does have that natural speed to get himself on the front end. Cosmo Navigator shouldn't be too far away, so too Sweet Diamond, who's only got a lightish weight here, but he showed good speed last time out. Sunny Darling might be caught out a little bit on the wing. Bravo Warrior and Gimme 5 here, the likes of Many Thanks Forever. Glory Cloud, well-fancied runner in this. He's likely to get back and run on.
We're going to have more on Glory Cloud right now. Nick has spoken to his jockey, and that is Hugh Bowman.
Hugh, off to Happy Valley Wednesday night we go, and Glory Cloud is your ride in race 5. He's a horse who's racing well without that win at the moment, but it looks like it's going to happen very shortly.
Well, hopefully it happens Wednesday night. I think, you know, his last 2 runs have been really good, and, you know, could probably make a case. He's a bit unlucky 2 starts ago. I was just held up back in the field, and with the wide rail that day, I was reluctant to sort of take off too early, but look, he's a bit fitter now. He's racing really consistently, as you pointed out, and he's drawn a bit better this time as well. So I'd expect a pretty solid pace with some of the opposition runners are, you know, fast horses, so that'll suit him, and hopefully it's a track that we can make some ground on, because that'll suit him.
It certainly could, yeah. Obviously the horse that beat him last time is Our Lucky Glory. He's very much in form, so I know it's never nice to get beaten, but he was beaten by the right one, I suppose.
Well, he's beaten by a nice horse, but this horse, like I said, he's racing consistently well. He's on a rating that he can certainly win on. He's promising to do that, and, you know, with even luck on Wednesday night, he should be able to do that.
There he is, Hugh Bowman talking Glory Cloud, and he has not moved through the all-ups, Nick, but he has a little bit since 8:17.
Yes, he has. He's now 2.3. Sunny Darling, 16s from 17. Sight Hero at 9.5. Kurihi is at 19s from 16s. Glory Cloud, 2.1. He is the favourite here. Winning Heart at 6.3. Cosmo Navigator is currently at 16s from 17, so not too many moving here. Give Me 5 at 7.3. Bit of money for him. Super Axiom 38s from 34. Drifting. Bravo Warrior out to 54s.
Might be an issue with your headset there, Nick. Tom, have you got some news for us?
No, I don't have any news, but I'm here for whatever needs. I was just told to put my cans on, so here I am. Have
All right, so all at markets on screen. We'll just check a few things technically down
through
here.
half of them, I think. Okay.
It's okay now, so back to you. Tom, you can stand down.
Yeah, last couple. Many thanks forever at 63s. 8.5 Sweet Diamond and Scratched is Miracles. There we go.
Heart attack material there for a moment, but we're all good. And Jenny, short price favourite here, Glory Cloud, coming off that second behind Our Lucky Glory, a third to Exuberant 2 runs ago. This race certainly not harder than what he has been racing.
No, that is true. Look, you know, he's a horse. He's a bit on the plain side, this horse, when I've seen him in the past. But his last run, or his last couple of runs, were very good. And in a race like this, he's likely to get a bit of speed to suit. So I would be expecting a decent enough run from him.
Thank you, Jenny.
There? Is it all working?
Yeah, I think we're right now. Just a few gremlins in the system, but we've managed to sort it out. So normal transmission has resumed with... no, just leave that thing alone there, and we'll continue on. There's a few bugs flying around, so maybe one flew into it. We've got Sight Hero at 9.9. First run at Happy Valley tonight.
He is, yes. Cheek pieces are coming off this horse, as you say. Yeah, 7.3 and 2.5 about him. Frankie Law has had a winner this season. He's drawn well, so maybe punters are sort of you know, hanging on to that fact. He did show pace 2 runs ago, and first go, as you say, around here. So yeah, look, he's probably one to keep an eye on for sure.
As the first one comes through the gate for the 5th, and that is Many Thanks Forever, who's at 60 and 10. Jamie Richards looking for a race-to-race double. Cheek pieces off, blinkers on for the first time.
Weighing in at 1,095 pounds, he looks as fit as he could possibly be, bandaged on those hind legs. Behaviour is quite okay. He's quite eager and keen to sort of walk down towards the end of the parade ring here. He's got some strength in the hind quarters. He's not overly big, but he looks very fit and he's very healthy and alert, so he parades perfectly okay.
That's Many Thanks Forever, who is trained by Jamie Richards, of course, who just won our previous, if you are just joining us. 60 and 10 is this horse's price here for race number 5, with the majority of runners now making their way into the parade ring ahead of our next coming up. The top one is Sunny Darling, 16 and 3 is his price. Jenny, drops in grade, Pierre Rung and Vincent Ho teaming up.
He's nice and relaxed, Sunny Darling. He seems to be walking out nice and freely and just just a terrific attitude. He's got a little bit of scope and a bit of size about him. Coat is in good order, and fluency doesn't look to be much of an issue either. Now, he's an interesting runner because his most recent trial was okay. He was asked to be pushed out a little bit in his most recent trial, but he got to the line nicely to win it. And he's just nice and relaxed and fit and healthy, so he's well.
Good report for Sunny Darling. Spirited Express is the horse he beat in that trial. He did trial well here back in February, Sunny Darling, so he has seen the Valley prior to his race night debut around the city circuit. He's at 16-3. Number 2, Side Hero. I haven't seen him since January. He's had those 2 trials up at Chung Fa. Whatever he does tonight, Jenny's got a very good second up record going forward.
Yeah, but the only thing that I'm querying is, you know, whether he might run well here first up, because he's dropped 46 pounds and he's always been such a solid-bodied horse. He's always been quiet and relaxed, and just that most recent trial wasn't too bad. He led in that trial and he was a little bit urged along. But I thought he held his ground okay in that trial. To look at, he's strong in the shoulder. He does look like he's done enough work. He actually looks quite fit going into this, and he's very calm. Fluency, not too bad for him either. Sometimes he needs a bit of a loosen up in front. So he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is Side Hero. Just that 0 from 6 first up is just that little bit off-putting, isn't it, really? Here's the 3, Jenny. This is Kurahi for Cody Moe and Luke Ferraris. Has only had 1 run. That was at Shartin down the straight behind Multi Super. Went round at big odds on that occasion. Currently at 19s tonight, though.
Yeah, didn't mind it though. I thought he finished off the race quite well, so I think there's something there. He's not too badly drawn in gate number 5. Now, the boys are doing a great job with him. They've got him well and truly under control. He's not an overly big horse. He only weighs in 1,055 pounds, but he's quite neatly enough put together. And he does appear to be walking out freely enough, and he does look fit enough. It looks like he's come to hand pretty quickly. So he's worth some sort of consideration.
He steps up in trip from the 1,000 to the 1,200 for the track switch tonight for Kurahi. 19-3.8. Luke Ferraris on board from barrier number 5 for the grey. Here's Glory Cloud. It was a great ride by Hugh in defeat last time. He was just beaten by a better horse on the night. What does the favourite look like tonight, Jenny?
Heading towards me now. He's drawn in gate number 7, so a bit better drawn than he has been his last 4. The horse is behaving himself okay. He's not a standout type, but he looks fit enough. He's very fine-skinned. He's fluent in his walking action. Muscle definition in the shoulder. He does look good without being exceptional. So, yes, he's there with a chance.
As Glory Cloud, well fancied. Winning Hearts. Harry Bentley and Tony Cruz are teaming up. Harry was on last time, but he did win on him 3 starts ago. Jenny draws a nice gate here in 3 as well.
Yeah, look, he was slow out last time, and he just put himself out of business after missing the start. So I can give him a little forgive for that. Prior to that, he'd been really quite consistent. Now, he's a really neat, nicely behaved horse. He's got good shoulder strength. He's also got some strength in those hind quarters. Just walks out very casually and maintains his condition. He's not overly big, but he has got good strength and a good attitude. Looks good. He's got synthetic hooves on both of those front feet, so they must have had a few issues there, but other than that, he's well.
That's a good report. The 5, this is the 6. One Hemlin for Michael Cheng.
Big, tall, towy horse. Got a beautiful shine to his coat. Just very much on his toes, but does look quite fit. He's got plenty of size, scope and strength. So it doesn't parade too badly here, but yet to run first or second in the 6 starts that he's had here to date. Once again, he's drawn gate number 8. I'd expect him to roll forward. Might give you a pretty good sight. Would like to see him just calm down a fraction. He's just toey, so that's the only negative.
It's Cosmo Navigator, yeah, just looking on his toes there. Give me 5, Jenny, is the mount of Karis Teeton. First go around Happy Valley, but has drawn a nice gate here.
He's just about to head to me now. Now he's got a capped elbow from last time. So that was quite significant the last time I saw him. He's behaving himself nicely. He's quite a tall, athletic-looking horse. Yeah, it's sort of a bit smaller now, but it's still there. He is sweating up just marginally behind. He's healthy enough, just walking out nice and freely, a very good attitude. I could give him some sort of chance. I don't think he parades too badly at all. He's really good attitude.
So a nice report for the 7. Super Axiom number 8 is at 26 and 6.5. He's very hard to have over 1,200 metres. 1,000 metres is, as we know, Jenny, more than his go.
Yeah, he'll be in front for a while. He'll jump, he'll be up there and give you a sight for a little while, and he'll stop rather quickly, I would have thought, over 1,200 metres here. Gate 11 for him too. It's going to make him just use a few petrol tickets. Yeah, he's awkward walking behind, as he always is, but he's a very fit-looking horse, and he's bandaged in front. He actually looks pretty well by his standards, but I think I'd prefer him over the 1,000.
That is Super Axiom, yeah, for sure. His record over this distance, 0 from 12, so he's never really got close to winning when it comes to 6 furlongs at all. Bravo Warrior is Keith Young's mount in this, Jenny. 4 runs so far, a 10th, a 10th, an 8th, and a 12th. He didn't manage to beat a rival home last time.
4 average runs to date, yes, so he needs to improve a lot. He's only 1,023 pounds, but he's actually put on 7 pounds, which is positive. Neat enough little horse. He's okay. He's a bit cheeky in the parade. Every now and again he sort of throws out one of his front legs there and makes it difficult for his handlers, but they've done a good job with him. He's okay. He's going to get a pass, but boy, he needs to improve.
We've seen the 10, many thanks Feather. He was first one in, and Sweet Diamond's a last start winner in Class 5 of the 1,200, but he has performed in this grade previously.
Street Diamond always looks pretty good. He's a nice natured horse. You can see that, you know, he's got a beautiful colouring. He looks great as far as fluency goes. Always maintains his condition. He must eat up well. He's quite a solid, strong-bodied horse. 1,166 pounds. So there is nothing wrong with him. He's just starting to get a little bit on edge now as a few horses gallop by him, just stirring him up a touch. But he's a nice horse. I could never rule him out.
That is a look at the parade ahead of race number 5. Sweet Diamond there. Note that Miracles, the 12, is scratched here, so we're just down to a field of 11 for this. Let's have a look at the market before Jenny gives us her top 4. Sunny Darling up at the top, 16s, hasn't really moved off that price. Drifting in Sight Hero, 8.1 out of 10, so maybe that fresh record coming into calculations there with punters. Currahee is at 18s from 16s. Glory Cloud holding his price solidly at 2.3 at this stage. Winning Heart, 6.7, has eased out very slightly. Cosmo Navigator into 16s from 17. Bit of money for Gimme 5, 8.1 into 7.5. Now Super Axiom at 24s there. There is money for him, but he doesn't like this trip, mind. Bravo Warrior at 50s from 42. Many Thanks Forever, 57s from 45. Sweet Diamond, he's the one being backed, actually. 10s into 6.7 now is his price for race 5.
Thank you, Nick. The Sawturns Cup field, Jenny, a barrier bound to the 1,200 metres. Winning Heart received a very favourable report. Is he in the...
Because of that 2 mark, I thought he paraded beautifully. Now, he did miss the start last time, and that's a little bit unusual for him. Hopefully he can jump on terms here. He paraded the best. He's a lovely, neat-looking horse. He looks in good health. A horse trained by Tony Cruz, and Harry Bentley will partner him from gate number 3, so he's well drawn too. He goes on top of number 11, Sweet Diamond. He always looks good, this horse. He's nice and strong and healthy. He looks in good shape. Once again, he still continues to walk out well, holds on to his condition nicely. Next best is number 1, Sunny Darling. I thought he paraded well too. He's coming down into Class 4 here, so perhaps that might assist him. He's coming off a trial that wasn't too bad either. Cost a bit as a yearling, 1.15 million. So you'd like to see him repay his owners here. And of the rest, I thought number 4, Glory Cloud. Now, he is the current favourite. A bit on the plain side, this horse, but he does look fit. He behaved himself pretty well, and he's got a decent enough shine to his coat. He did walk out all right too. So I'll leave him there with a chance. Obviously, he's a strong chance off that last effort, but on looks, he makes it in 4th. So 5, 11, 1 and 4.
Thank you, Jenny. 5, 11, 1 and 4. Winning Heart going on top here in race number 5. We're not too far away, just a 4 minutes or so as runners go down there. Sweet Diamond, he makes it into the parade ring numbers as well. Tom, as we come to you for your selections on the 5th, do you like Glory Cloud, or is there something else in the race that takes your fancy?
Definitely keen, Nick, on the Glory Cloud here, and wound up strongly last time out. Was given a good ride by Hugh Bowman, beaten by Our Lucky Glory. Margin there was 3/4 of a length. He loomed up and tried hard, but just couldn't quite reel in the winner, Glory Cloud, last time out. So I think he's plenty short enough here at 2.3. 11 goes in for a second. That is Sweet Diamond. Now, he's won off a rating of 50 in the past, so you'd think he'd be more than capable here off this mark of 43, which he won last time out of 38 in Class 5, defeating Bo Goss. So I think A lightweight is Sweet Diamond. In the third is the 5, and that is Winning Heart. No early pace. He was at the back and beaten 3 1/4 in the end in that same Our Lucky Glory race into 7th. His prior runs have been good. 4th behind Golden Link. A win over Glory B. 2 runs there as a favourite for Winning Heart. And then Sight Hero goes in. He's at 9 to 1 at the moment, dropping 46 pounds here. I think the trials have been okay. The blinkers are being reapplied. He's won with the blinkers in the past, so we'll see what he can do tonight with a good draw. Hayes and Hewitson. 4, 11, 5 and 2 here, Mark, for the Sawturns Cup.
Thank you, Tom. With the 4, Glory Cloud, going to make him the best. He's no great value. He's back into 2.2 and 1.4, but with him last time, so going to stick with him again tonight. Our Lucky Glory, he's a good chance of winning the Class 3 to end the night, so with any sort of run, Glory Cloud can win this race. 4 on top to beat. Number 5, Winning Heart. Just struggled a little bit since winning 3 starts ago. He did run 7th last time from a wider gate. Comes back into barrier number 3. He's presented well in the paddock, so he's certainly in as a big chance. 11 Sweet Diamond, Class 5 winner up in grade, has won in this class before, and that win was over the 1200 at Shah 10, but the Class 5 win was over the 1200 last time at this venue. And 2 Sight Hero first up tonight. Win, lose or draw, but I hope he does tonight. Second up is certainly he's worth sticking with 2. 4, 5, 11 and 2. Nick for race number 5.
Yeah, look, I've gone the 4 as well. Glory Cloud, I think he's a strong chance in this. Having spoke to Hugh Bowman about him at the trials this week, he looks as if he's working much closer to a win now, doesn't he, with those placed efforts. So he goes on top for me over the 5, that horse there on screen, Winning Heart. He's drawn well here, and he actually kept on okay last time with the Our Lucky Glory race. So Harry's back on. That's got to be a plus as well. He has won on him. In fact, he's the only person to have won on him. The 11 Sweet Diamond. I know this is a little bit of a deeper race from what he won last time out, but he went forward on that occasion. Look, he'd certainly probably, I think, have to take a lead here off the Super Axiom, but that could well suit him. And he's only got a light weight. And I put the 6 Cosmo Navigator in for 4th place here. Look, he ran a nice race off of a £3 higher mark over course and distance back in September behind Sweet Conqueror. And that was a fair while ago, but if he was to run to that sort of form here, he might well take a hand at a price. Michael Chang has already had a winner tonight as well. 4, 5, 11, 6, Jenny.
Yeah, most of these are looking quite good, actually. The 5 goes on top for me, though, Winning Heart from gate number 3. I think I can give him a forgive for that last effort. After being slow out, he still managed to make a little bit of ground. So he goes on top for me. Looks nice and neat, fit and healthy. The 11 Sweet Diamond always looks good. Does again here this evening. The 1 Sunny Darling has been really disappointing in those 5 starts to date. His best finishing position so far has been 9th. But he gets the class drop here, and he's coming off a trial that wasn't too bad, so we'll see if he can improve. He's got a nice nature, he looks fit, and of the rest, I thought number 4, Glory Cloud, who is the current favourite at 2.2, so quite short in the market. His last 2 have been good off those runs. He should go well. He goes in. Now, of the rest, the 2, 3, 6, there wasn't anything wrong with those either if you fancied them, but 5, 11, 1 and 4 in order for me.
Thank you, Jenny. Red lights on here. Nick, what's our play?
Yeah, look, we'll work around some of the fancied ones. I know Glory Cloud is your best bet, so he definitely goes in, of course. Winning Heart looks to have found a nice enough opportunity here with Harry back on. And put the 7 in. Give me 5. I thought he's an interesting runner. There's money for him as well. So that's the look at the play, 4, 5 and 7. Glory Cloud, strong favourite here as they start loading away. Bit of money for Sweet Diamond, though, down at the bottom. He's being backed. Sight Hero drifts, goes the other way. And Winning Heart, he's out to 7.1 now. But Glory Cloud, all the rage here in race 5.
Favourite draws, barrier number 7, Tom.
Thank you, Mark, as we get set for the Sawturn Cup. The connections here of the winner, of course, get a lovely bottle of Chateau Guiol down in the presentation after this. Glory Cloud is the favourite at 2.1. He's about to come up. Bravo Warrior and Sight Hero to complete the line with the blinkers back on tonight. The Sawturn Cup about to get underway here at Happy Valley. Our trophy event tonight. Give me 5 off the inside. Favourite is Glory Cloud. They're set. Racing, away they go. Favourite was basically last out, Glory Cloud, and Sweet Diamond away fast. Give me 5 throw over on the inside, and coming across as Super Axiom to go up and challenge the leader now, and he's going to take that lead off Sweet Diamond as Super Axiom. Third on the outside now is Cosmo Navigator, and then came Gimme 5, followed by Kurahi, and next is Sunny Darling, but he's very wide on the track. Winning Heart came next, followed by Sight Hero, then came Many Thanks Forever, a length and a half to Bravo Warrior, and the favourite is Last Glory Cloud, who went off at 2.68, was Brown Lamp Super Axiom, and he's the leader. Coming off the back straight in the Sauterne Cup, leads at the 5.50, over Sweet Diamond second, Cosmo Navigator 3 away third, Sunny Darling's never ever been on the track, Kurahi under pressure, then came Gimme 5, over on the inside, Side Hero came next, and then came Winning Heart. It is Super Axiom with the final 2.50 left to run. Here on the outside is Sweet Diamond, he's moved up now, staying on is Cosmo Navigator, and then came Gimme 5, but it is Sweet Diamond in front. Sweet Diamond leads, and he's going to take out the Sauterne Cup for the Frenchman Alexis Bedell. Sweet Diamond, Cosmo Navigator, Gimme 5, a good runner, photo fourth, either Sight Hero or Kurahi. They were followed by Super Axiom, and then came Glory Cloud. He was last out of the gates and never ever ran on. Next in was Sunny Darling, and then came Winning Heart, Many Thanks Forever, Bravo Warrior, and of course the late scratching later this afternoon of Miracles number 12. 11, 6, 7. Who gets fourth? It's either 2 or 3, 3 or 2. Probably 3 on that evidence, just over 2. But the judge will call a photo. The Sauterne Cup to Sweet Diamond. They waited a very, very long time for that second victory. Did the connections here of Sweet Diamond. And they've now gone 2 in a row. Of course, he's won off 50 in the past, early in his career, so he was still well rated here. 11, 6, 7. And that's been the way they've finished in the Sauterne Cup. Ricky Yu, Alexis Bedell, 110.37. They're outside standard. Sweet Diamond basically last out Glory Cloud, and Sweet Diamond away fast. Gimme 5 throw over on the inside, and coming across is Super Axiom to go up and challenge the leader now, and he's going to take that lead off Sweet Diamond as Super Axiom. Third on the outside now is Cosmo Navigator, and then came Gimme 5, followed by Kurahi, and next is Sunny Darling, but he's very wide on the track. Winning Heart came next, followed by Sight Hero, then came Many Thanks Forever, a length and a half to Bravo Warrior, and the favourite is Last Glory Cloud, who went off at 2.68, was Brown Lamp Super Axiom, and he's the leader. Coming off the back straight in the Sauterne Cup, leads at the 5.50, over Sweet Diamond second, Cosmo Navigator 3 away third, Sunny Darling's never ever been on the track, Kurahi under pressure, then came Gimme 5, over on the inside, Side Hero came next, and then came Winning Heart. It is Super Axiom with the final 2.50 left to run. Here on the outside is Sweet Diamond, he's moved up now, staying on is Cosmo Navigator, and then came Gimme 5, but it is Sweet Diamond in front. Sweet Diamond leads, and he's going to take out the Sauterne Cup for the Frenchman Alexis Bedell. Sweet Diamond.
Yes, the Frenchman 1 and 2. Antoine Hamlin's run second. So if you want the Omen tips, you've got the Quilla there as Ricky Yu. 1,000 winners at Sha Tin on the weekend. Couple more after that was on 1,002 coming into the night. He's going home at least on 1,003. And Sweet Diamond's now a 2-time winner in this grade, a 3-time winner overall, and back-to-back victories for the grey here over the 1,200 metres. Cosmo Navigator better second. Give Me 5 likewise improving coming across to the valley, and Kurahi, he ran fourth.
Yeah, look, not a bad effort from that horse, actually, in fourth place. But, yeah, well done to Alexi and Ricky here getting the win. Horse has now gone back-to-back and gone back up in grade. A couple of high fives there. And has won at a decent price, 72.50 about him if you stuck with the grey here. He's now got his third win from 23 starts. 23.50 the place. The runner-up was number 6, Cosmo Navigator, 48.50. Third, number 7, that was Gimme 5 at $20.50. And fourth, number 3, Kurahi, has run fourth. 687.50 the Quinella, forecast 1,197. The Tierce 8,489, and the Trio $1,159 there, Jenny. But Sweet Diamond, he's done it well here in the end. He had something to aim at with Super Axiom tearing along in front, and he's finished off well.
Well, the key to this horse is his gate speed. He's got sensational gate speed. As soon as those gates open, he pings out, and that was the key to winning last time, and likewise here today. Super Axiom, of course, he was always going to lead him because he's got more speed, but he was able to settle beautifully in behind him, so he was actually able to get some cover as well. And Ricky Yu has got him absolutely flying at the moment too, so well done to the connections. Once again, 2 on the trot.
Super Axiom. Nicky went brown in betting.
Amazing, yeah.
For a horse that's now had 13 starts over 1,200 and yet to run in the top 4. They just keep backing him over the 1,200 here on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I can't really understand it, to be honest. I mean, his record is one that proves that he doesn't get this far in a horse float. I don't think 1,000 is his trip, as simple as that. So I mean, yeah. The fact he was well backed was a surprise to me for sure. But look, maybe they thought he'd get that soft lead and might be able to cling on, but that was not the case.
It was not indeed. And Jenny Glory Cloud slow out of the gates, and that put him miles back in the race.
All over after that, wasn't it? He was a long way back there. They were well spread out in the race, and he just was never going to make up that type of ground. Kurahi, he's put in another decent performance there, finishing in 4th, just nosing outside Hero for that 4th spot. He's finished in 5th, and he was a little tardy out of the gates as well, side Hero. So it was an okay effort for him, seeing he was going into that race nice and fresh as well.
Would you think, Nick, they'll come back here with Gimme 5, knowing what he's done at his first look at the track?
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, that was a nice effort from him. Obviously, he's still quite lightly raced. They took the cheek pieces off him as well. So he's just a 3-year-old, and they've certainly suggested on tonight's performance that they've got something to work with going forward, especially here.
Any others to mention out of that race, Jenny?
Well, I think you forget Sonny Darling's run there because he was wide right throughout that race, so it made it very difficult from him from gate number 9. I thought Winning Heart was a bit on the basic side. I was expecting more from him.
He's just been a little bit struggling since that win with 117 pounds. He was down to 100, up to 125 tonight, so we'll see what he can do going forward. But as you can see, the presentation for the Sawtern Cup is about to take place. And today's program featuring the Sawtern Cup. First run on the 2nd of May 2012. Races supported by the Chateau d'Arche and Natural Food and Beverage, French merchant of wines and spirits from Bordeaux. Dr. Jean-Michel Descamps, Honourable Mayor of Sawtern and President of the Bordeaux Racecourse, is about to present the winning trophies and their bottles of French product out there, Nick, and they are absolutely enormous. We'll get a look at them shortly.
Yes, indeed. No, they'll be very well received, I would imagine. Yeah, for sure. They sort of, well, they don't. It's sort of the blue and the yellow sort of level off, don't they? But the owner's one is extremely sizable.
It's the biggest bottle of wine you can probably get, isn't it, Jenny?
I think so. It's a dessert wine, of course. So you need a lot of people who like dessert and like dessert wine, but I'm sure it's of the highest quality.
Some French dessert and some French dessert wine would go quite well together, but that's to the owner of Sweet Diamond, which is Ken Kin, and Ricky Yu. He picked up the 1,000 gold and silver plate on Sunday. He's now got himself some celebratory wine, and Alexi Bedell will also be presented with a bottle also. Next race is just all about speed here. Race number 6 at the Valley with One for All, Fortune Warrior, Super Commander, Sergeant Pepper can go forward, Circuit 7 used to, and Happy Horse, all likely gate flyers over the 1,000 metres. So a case of blink and you'll miss race number 6, but a little bit to get through before we get to the next races. Alexi has been presented with his wine now, and the Sawtern Cup has been wrapped up for another year.
Do you reckon it's a Jerry Bohm? The bottle?
Yes, I think so.
I'll leave that up to you two. And our resident wine expert's not here tonight.
No.
He would know.
No, quite. But no, they're decent prizes, very good prizes, of course. Right, let's have a look back at them from the start. One that fly-leapt as the gates opened was Bravo Warrior, who missed the start, and so too the favourite Glory Cloud. That's him with the yellow cap towards the rear. Sweet Diamond away quickly, Super Axiom the outside. Now, just taking a bit of a false step, there was Cosmo Navigator into that turn. Give me 5 the inside. Kurahi in the green jacket following. Towards the outside of the field there is Sunny Darling charting a a much wider course. Winning Heart towards his inside. Further back we've got Sight Hero. Many Thanks Forever is towards the rear. Well, it's being niggled along there as Winning Heart for a few strides. Glory Cloud's right out the back at this stage with a slow starting Bravo Warrior. So no early pace from that pair, but the horse in front scampering along is Super Axiom. His run will come to a bit of an end once they turn into the straight, but the winner here, Mark, has had a charmed run just in behind him. He has, knowing that the leader's not going to go much further past the 200-metre peg. Cosmo Navigator, Currahee in the green, Give Me 5 on the inside. So the first 4 home in the first 5 at the moment. Sight Hero's making a little bit of ground in the brown from Winning Heart. Glory Cloud right of screen, but Sweet Diamond's taken over. He has the Sawtern Cup 1. Cosmo Navigator 2nd, Give Me 5 3rd. And it's just Currahee in front of Sight Hero, who going forward races well 2nd up, so you can keep an eye on him when we see him next. They've weighed in on the 5th, 11, 6, 7 and 3, 1 by a neck, 110.37. QQP, 6 Cosmo Navigator and 11 Sweet Diamond, 191.50. 7 Give Me 5, 11 Sweet Diamond, 75. 6 and 7 is 222. Forecast 11 over 6, $1,197. The first 4, 3, 6, 7 and 11, 2,873. Quartet results. Number 3, Currahee running 4th, 67,487. Our double over races 4 and 5. First leg going the way of the 3, 2 Infinity into 11 Sweet Diamond, $498.50. 3 into 6 Cosmo Navigator, $187.50. Second double trio, 1, 3, 9, 6, 7 and 11, $376,120. Opening treble on races 3, 4 and 5. 7, 3 and 11 in the first leg, or the treble. 1,472. They're the winners. And the consolation 7, 3 and 6, $962. Times 23.45, standards 23.65, 22.74, standard 22.75, 24 and 18, standards 23.45. Winners time 1:10.37, standard times 19.85. Well, race number 6 coming up next as the tractor rolling is taking place. We've got Sight Happy, who's made a couple of trips to Chungfa, and Camino hasn't raced for quite some time. He's had some leg issues, so last spotted on the 24th of May, so it's just under a year since he ran page 2, Gorgeous Vitality, and Joy has had 8 trials since his last start, 2 of them for the new stable of Douglas White. All about pace here, Nick. Yeah, there'll be a lot of it, and that's for sure. Now, you've got Happy Horse in here who's got pace, and you see him just in behind Super Commander. We know he likes to go forward, and he's certainly won his races off the front, hasn't he, in the past? So there will be plenty of tempo on here. Fortune Warrior is another one who likes to go forward, but he's drawn wide, so he might just be caught out on the wing a little bit. Sight Happy, interesting runner. He's shown dash in his trials, so we'll keep an eye on him. He'll be forward. One for all. Sergeant Pepper, look, there'll be a whole stack of pace on here, so horses like Joy, Gorgeous Vitality, Circuit 7 can all get back off a strong pace. But let's have a look at the all-up market. One for all there at 12s from 10s. Fortune Warrior at 8.2. Mark Comet at 9.3. Super Commander is at 13. Sergeant Pepper at 11s. Sight Happy 5.9 now. No longer favourite here. Circuit 7 at 17s. Camino at 20s from 17s. Happy Horse, the new favourite, 6.9 to 5.8. Gorgeous Vitality at 9.6. Joy at 12s. And Philos is 9.7.
Thank you, Nick. That is the all-up market. Here is the first runner for race number 6, and it is one of the pace angles in the race. Jenny, he was good last time, Fortune Warrior from 12, when running second behind Sergeant Pepper, who he gets a big weight turnaround on tonight.
Yeah, look, he likes to lead. Excuse me, sorry. Might just have to turn my mic off.
All right, we'll come back to you in a moment. Jenny Fortune Warrior at 7.9 and 3.3. And Pierre Rung trains him. He's drawn out in 12 next to One for All, who's also shown some speed in a recent trial. But 7.9 and 3.3, Jenny, that price around Fortune Warrior.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just a tickle in the throat there. He looks to be walking out okay. He's got a bit of a pronounced knee action, but he looks really fit. He's very quiet and relaxed, this horse. Likes to lead like a lot of these do in this particular race, and he's probably going to get a fair bit of pressure here, I would have thought. His only win was when he was able to lead, and he's got to do it from gate 12 with 133, so it's going to be tough. But he's relaxed, he's fit enough, he just needs a bit of loosening up in front.
Here's the 3. Mark Comet, 10 is his quote currently, in 3 a place here. Jenny, he was behind Sergeant Pepper last time out. Stable have already had a winner tonight.
Yeah, look, he arrived with some restricted form, this horse, so I'm not sure whether or not that's going to be good enough for this, the way he's been going. He's your average height. He does appear nice and relaxed. Needs to loosen up in front as well. He's not 100% smooth. Neat enough, and he does have a bit of body strength. He's quite healthy. Looks okay. Gets a pass, but I'm probably going to prefer a few others.
One for All has trialled twice since his last start. Both good trials, races well in this grey, but so far his better form has been over 200 metres further.
So Bandish on those hind legs once again. He is just a casual type of horse. He's got strong hind quarters on him. Nice healthy looking coat, and does appear to be walking out okay. Fitness side of things, we'll just say I need him to turn this corner to have a look. I know that we've gone onto the 4, but just bear with me 1 second so I can have a better look at this guy. One for All. He's had breathing issues, but he looks fit enough, and he's strong enough as well, and walks out fluently. Muscle strength in the shoulder, so he's actually pretty good. And the 4. Yeah.
Yes, please.
So, yeah, so the 4 is nice and relaxed as well. Most of these are well behaved. He's one of them. He's bandaged in front. He's not overly tall, but he's neat. He's also got some body strength, healthy enough, very fluent in his walking action, and maintains his condition quite nicely too. Super commander. So he's a jump and runner as well. He looks well.
Here's the 5, Jenny. Sergeant Pepper. They put him up £5 for that win last time, but given that he no longer has Ellis Wong, he's actually got £16 more to carry here. How does he look?
Yeah, it's going to be tougher, isn't it? £131 after winning with 115 from gate 2. The horse looks nice and relaxed. He looked pretty good last time he stepped out. I put him into the top 4. Yeah, look, he's as hard and fit as he can be. He's only small, but he's really neatly put together, and he does actually walk out freely enough. So he's maintained his looks.
Good report, Sergeant Pepper. Now, Stone Happy's just making his way down the race now, so we'll jump to number 7, Circuit 7. Hood goes off tonight. Used to be a flyer, but lately he's just been going back in his races because his starts haven't been as fast as what they were.
No, and a bit awkwardly drawn in gate number 8 as well. This horse is very calm and collected here in the parade. He's not, he's about your average height. He's fine-skinned and healthy. Walking out all right, needs a little loosening up in front. He probably lacks a bit of scope for the size of him, but he's solid enough. So he's all right, he gets a pass.
Circuit 7, number 7, with the Hood coming off here this evening. He's currently at 16 to 1. Here comes horse 6 into the parading, very flashy type. He's got those 4 white socks. Has the 6. This is Sight Happy, son of Star Spangled Banner. David Hayes, Karis Teeson teaming up with this horse, has shown up quite well, notably in his most recent trial, Jenny, and well, he's got plenty about him as he strides into the parade.
Yeah, look, I think if he is a successful here this evening, he might just get a few followers because he's so flashy. He's trialled very, very well here. He's a neat type. He walks out cleanly. Look, there's a little bit of condition to work with. I don't know that he's 100% fully tuned, but he's good enough. And on what we've seen in trials, he's obviously got ability. There's going to be a lot of pace on here. That's the only thing that concerns me. Young horse having his first start under race pressure. He might just get a lot of it here, but he's having a good look around and he's behaving himself well.
Number 8, Camino's had 4 starts. He's best of them. The last one when 6th behind Colonel just on 12 months ago. He's had 3 trials to prepare for this and thought they all looked pretty good up at Chung Fa.
Yeah, they didn't look too bad, did they? He led and he was under a bit of a hold. He is just quite eager and keen here in the parade. You see he's got the head up a little bit. He's slightly tense. But considering he's not too hot and bothered, he actually looks quite fit, and he's got a bit of body strength as well. Weighs in 1138 pounds, put on 27 pounds. I think he looks perfectly okay. I'm not sure that I'll put him into the top 4 though.
That is Camino. Casper Founds, Vincent Ho, with him drawn the inside gate. Here's Happy Horse. Jenny, he's been a very happy horse of late because he's managed to win a couple in his last 4 starts. He's an on-pace runner, and he actually beat Sweet Diamond last time, so that form's looking very good.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now he's bandaged in front. He's being restrained heavily by his 2 handlers here. He wants to get on with things. He's really fluent in his walking action. Could not be any fitter. Really healthy too. Horse parades very nicely. Gate 3 for him. Another speedster. Looks good. I'll probably put him in, I'd say.
8 weeks between runs for Happy Horse. He's number 10, Gorgeous Vitality. He's a really well-rated horse. Wins off 59 and 49. Runs off 44 from Barry number 2. It can just lurk behind the pace.
He's one of these horses that never walks out cleanly in the parade, and he's even worse when his jockey jumps on board. That hasn't happened yet, but you can see that he just needs a bit of loosening up. So that's always the case for him. Blinkers on again here. He had blinkers on last time and he went slightly better. I think he looks okay. He's only a small little nuggety horse. Good attitude. He's okay. He just needs loosening up.
There's Gorgeous Vitality. The 11 is Joy and Joy. Douglas White, Andrea Zaney combining here. Jenny hasn't really shown a great deal in these 4 runs to date.
No, not yet. But his trials haven't been too bad. He's had plenty of them. He actually looks well prepared. He looks really fit going into this. He has had lameness issues. But yeah, I can't see anything wrong with him here. He looks nice and fit. He's very alert. Does appear to be walking out quite cleanly, actually. So he's shown speed in his trial, and I'm not ruling him out. I think he parades well.
He's a horse that's had 6 trials for previous trainer Dennis Ship, then joined the Douglas White stable, ran second in a trial here at Happy Valley, and then he was too good for Carrying Cheer, and he did it well in both of them. So just on 12 months off the track for Joy and Joy. And Philos number 12 hasn't been too close. He was a bit closer last time, but been big odds all of his 6 starts, and he's not too far off a class drop.
Yeah, look, I only got a quick glimpse of him. They snuck him out on me. I wasn't warned that he was going out early, so I didn't get a great look at him. He was pretty good. He was behaving himself okay in the parade, and he's quite a neat type of horseman. I've seen him in the past, and he has been looking quite fit. So I probably would have given him a pass, but I didn't really get a great look.
That was Philos. Let's look at Camino on parade. Just had a bit of a crash downstairs, and it was Happy Horse just on his toes a little bit. Might just have collided with the running rail momentarily as well. Right, we're only 7 minutes away here. We'll have a quick look at the market. Very open looking race this. Triple Trio news, however, after the first leg, 17,096 remaining there in the TT. So good luck if you're still live there. Up at the top, 1 for all at 12. He's drifting. Fortune Warrior at 7.9 from his wide draw. Mark Comet at 10s. Super Commander at 11. Sergeant Pepper at 10's, bit of money for him. The newcomer, Sight Happy, he's just easy to back. 6s from 5.5 there. There he is on screen for you. Circuit 7 at 17s from 14. 15 from 17. Going the other way is Camino. Happy Horse, 6.9 to 5.9. So he's been well supported here. Gorgeous Vitality at 9.8. 13s, Joy and Joy is easing out. And Philos, 8.1 out to 10s.
Thank you, Nick. That is the market for race number 6. Jenny, this is an intriguing race coming up here.
It really is. Yeah, look, you've got a lot of these speed horses that are drawn out wide, and the first starter, he's drawn in gate number 9 as well. So he's shown speed in his trials, and then you've got some horses that are drawn inside that have also got speed. So it's going to be very interesting what happens in the early stages here. For me, as far as looks go, Super Commander I'm going to put on top. I thought he paraded really quite nicely, Super Commander. He's getting on a bit. He's a 7-year-old, so he's got a bit of age and experience on his side, but looks good. So he goes on top of number 9. Actually, I was going to put him on top, but he just got a little fractious late here in the parade. Happy Horse. But he does look well. He's a neat type. He looks really fit. The 11 horse, Joy and Joy. He's conducted himself quite well here in the parade, so this is fresh up for him. He was formerly trained by Dennis Ship, now with Douglas White, and he's had plenty of trials. Most recent trial wasn't bad. He just looks really fit. He's an athletic-looking horse, so he goes in. And of the rest, I'll put the first starter inside Happy. Win, lose or draw, there'll be better to come. I think he's still carrying a little bit of condition, but his behaviour was very good. His fluency is very good as well. He's a good type, so he gets in for those reasons. But as I said, win, lose or draw, there'll be better to come. 4, 9, 11 and 6.
Thank you, Jenny. 4, 9, 11 and 6 are the numbers here. Super Commander going on top here from the parade for race number 6. 4, 9, 11 and 6. Happy Horse in. Also Join Joy at a decent old price, and 6 is Sight Happy, who's now back to favouritism. 4, 9, 11, 6 here, Tom. As we come to you for your numbers on what looks another very open race.
Certainly is, Nick. Nearly $6 the favourite here, Sight Happy. I'm going to take a chance with them. Yes, the stats don't read well for horses having their debuts here at Happy Valley over any trip, but particularly 1,000 metres from a draw that he's got. But look, I like the way he's trialled. There he is on screen. You won't miss him in the run with the 4 white feet and the blaze down the face and the blondish mane there. Sight Happy, son of Star Spangled Banner, jumped out in Australia with Alan and Jason Williams, and it was ridden by Craig Williams in one of those where he won by 3 lengths. He's looked good in his trials here, so I'm prepared to take a chance with him. There's a lot of pace in this race, so it all depends how it all works out, I guess. I've got 10 in. That is Gorgeous Vitality. He's not won for a long time, but it was good to see him run through the line last time out behind Sergeant Pepper. He was beaten favourite there. Fortune Warrior, he's got barrier 12, not ideal for him. He's a pace angle in the race as well. Zach Purton riding for Pierre, of course he's 13 pounds better off with the Sergeant Pepper for that neck beating last time out. And then 8 Camino, who, well, he's shorter than I thought he would have been in an open race. His run a year ago basically wasn't too bad, and he's been trialling okay up at Chungfa. I thought from a low draw, Vincent Ho Casper founds, I thought he might not be the worst here if there was a blowout option in the race, but he's only 14 to 1 is Camino. 6, 10, 2 and 8 mark for race number 6.
Take a chance on the 6 also. Tom on his trial. Second to Bottom Up Together, who's won impressively on debut. 4th behind Carroll Street when he let up but wasn't pushed when headed to finish 4th. And his trial here beating a horse called Super Infinity was good. Now Super Infinity is going to run at Sha Tin on Sunday, or at least he's nominated to. So Sunday you go with him, but thought he could, this flashy looker could go a pretty solid race on debut. Stable certainly in form. Karis Teaton on board. 2 Fortune Warrior and 1 for All. They're drawn wide. They're going to need luck. Just a matter of, if they don't overcook it, the speed horses are going to be there at the end. If they overcook it, the swoopers are going to run into it. Tom made a case for the 8 Camino. He's in for 4th too, because he is going to get a perfect run. He's had a lame left 4 on the 28th of June, and then in August had a right 4 tendon injuries. And that's the reason he's been off the scene for quite some time. 6, 2, 1 and 8, Nick.
Yeah, I've also gone the 6. Look, it looks a winnable sort of race. There's good money coming from him now as well, into 5.6. And look, hard to really add much more to what's been said. And sort of really taken by him, actually, as he came into the parade and what I've seen of him here this evening. So, look, this certainly looks winnable, and I've got the 6 on top. Fortune Warrior in for second. Look, he's drawn wide. That is the concern. But if he can overcome that, judged on that run last time, I think he's certainly well handicapped to turn that form around with Sergeant Pepper, that's for sure. And if he can do that, and Sergeant Pepper's in good form, then he should go close, I reckon. The 5, Sergeant Pepper in, look, it's going to be tougher for him, but the fact that I sort of like Fortune Warrior means you've got to sort of like the Sergeant as well. And the 9, Happy Horse, he's a horse in form. Look, his wins have been at a lesser level, granted, but the form's looking good now with Sweet Diamond. So I think you've got to consider him, and he certainly looked well up for it this evening. He was on his toes a little bit in the parade, and he's drawn well in 3, which should give him every chance from there. Likes to go forward. 6, 2, 5, 9, Jenny.
Yeah, look, I was going to put him on top, the 9 horse, Happy Horse, but he did actually just get a little bit stirred up late. So I would just put him into the Cornella position there. The 4 goes on top for me, Super Commander. He paraded well. 7-year-old, 5-time winner. He's definitely capable over this course and distance, but he's got to do it from gate 10, and there's a lot of speed inside him. So he just might have his work cut out, but looks good. 4 goes on top of number 9, Happy Horse. He looks in good order. He's been in great form too. Nicely drawn in gate number 3. Another horse that does like to be on speed. The 11 horse, I thought he looked quite well, so perhaps he might get a nice run in behind them here. He looks like he's done enough work. He's had plenty of trials leading into this. The blinkers have been taken off. He has had lameness issues. That's why we haven't seen him for quite some time, 364 days actually, so a long time off the scene. But he looks well enough prepared, and I thought the 6 Side Happy paraded well. Win, lose or draw, he'll be fitter for the run. He's just carrying a touch of condition, but he's a nice horse. He behaved well, and he's nice and healthy. So 4, 9, 11 and 6.
Thank you, Jenny, as they load them away over there at the 1,000 metres. Nick, what are we doing as the play goes?
Yeah, look, we're going to go to 269 here. Fortune Warrior, money coming for him now on a place line here. We've put Sight Happy and this newcomer. He's being well supported now. He's into 5s. And the 9-horse Happy Horse, who's obviously this will be tougher for him, but he's in form. So that's the way we'll play this race. Bit of money now coming for Fortune Warrior from his wide draw. Also Super Commander at a bit of a price as well.
This won't take long, Tom.
It won't, Mark. There's only one left to load, and that is Philos here for the Ryan handicap. 4.9. Sight Happy, the favourite. Fortune Warrior, place support for him, and now win support too. 6.2. Philos whips around. He's not in yet. And then he rears up and backs out as we get set for the 6th of the night. So he's the one holding things up over there at the moment is Philos. Camino stands okay on the inside. Race number 6 tonight. They've got the blindfold on Philos. He's charged into the gates now. They'll go like the clappers here. 1,000 metres off away, and Philos was away fairly. Sergeant Pepper, Fortune Warrior being stoked up out wider. Happy Horse driving through over on the inside. Not far away, One for All deeper on the track from Mark Comet, and then came Sight Happy, who's been stranded wider with Super Commander, who's nowhere near the pace tonight. Circuit 7 in that division as well with Joy and Joy. A little break to Camino, and not sure what happened to a Gorgeous Vitality, but he's 10 lengths away last. Up front, Fortune Warrior on the outside of Happy Horse. They're 2 clear on Philos. One for All very deep. Mark Comet making inroads on the rail. Sergeant Pepper came next, followed by Camino against the fence, and at the head of the rest is Sight Happy. Happy Horse in front, challenged by Fortune Warrior. Mark Comet up the inside. Sergeant Pepper closing behind them. Camino trying to barrel through a hole. It is Happy Horse under siege here. Fortune Warrior, Camino, Mark Comet up the inside. Mark Comet, Camino over the top, and Camino wins from Mark Comet. Photo 3rd. Fortune Warrior or Happy Horse. Sergeant Pepper, circuit to 7, was charging home out wider. One for All, Sight Happy, Joy and Joy not far away. Philos came in next. Super Commander never in the hunt, and tailed off a long way. Gorgeous Vitality, Camino. Number 8. Scores here off some good trials, of very good training performances from Casper Founds. First up for 357 days. He's bullocked his way through a hole, and he's steamrolled them here. 8 beats 3. Photo 3rd, 2 and 9. Fortune Warrior and Happy Horse. It was those 3 fighting it out with Mark Comet, and the fresh horse on the scene was Camino, who saved all the ground on the inside coming towards the home turn for Vincent Ho. And there's a win. Number 8, Camino, who was off in the market at 10 to 1 in the end, so there was late support for him from 16s. 57.63 the winner's time. They're outside standard 57 even. 8-3 in a photo. Was away fairly. Sergeant Pepper, Fortune Warrior being stoked up out wider. Happy Horse driving through over on the inside. Not far away, One for All deeper on the track from Mark Comet, and then came Sight Happy, who's been stranded wider with Super Commander, who's nowhere near the pace tonight. Circuit 7 in that division as well with Joy and Joy. A little break to Camino, and not sure what happened to a Gorgeous Vitality, but he's 10 lengths away last. Up front, Fortune Warrior on the outside of Happy Horse. They're 2 clear on Philos. One for All very deep. Mark Comet making inroads on the rail. Sergeant Pepper came next, followed by Camino against the fence, and at the head of the rest is Sight Happy. Happy Horse in front, challenged by Fortune Warrior. Mark Comet up the inside. Sergeant Pepper closing behind them. Camino trying to barrel through a hole. It is Happy Horse under siege here. Fortune Warrior, Camino, Mark Comet up the inside. Mark Comet, Camino over the top, and Camino wins from Mark Comet.
Gee, this has been an effort, not having raced for just on a year. About a week shy of 12 months away from the track. 3 trials, couple of leg issues, and has bolted in the last little bit. Showed high pace. He's won by a half a length, but the speed he showed late in the race was very, very good. 3 Mark Comet, improved run from him, given a perfect trip on the inside, and 9 Happy Horses kept on. Looked the winner for a good part of the straight. He just kept kicking, and Fortune Warrior ran in 4th spot, but Camino start 5, first win tonight.
Yeah, he was well backed actually at a price here, Mark. 17s into 11s. He's gone green late on, and we know how much that man there loves to have winners here at the Valley. He is the king, isn't he, when it comes to racing here in the city. Casper Founds, of course, and another winner for he and his team. $110.50 about him, $40.50 the place. The runner-up was Mark Comet. That was a daring ride from Brenton Avdulla up the inside. He probably deserved to win, if anything, given the run he'd gone for there. 36.50. Third number 9, that was Happy Horse, has run a solid enough race there at 28s. And fourth number 2, Fortune Warrior from his wide gate. Cornella, 626. Forecast 1,324. The Tierce 13,399, and the Trio returns 2,270. But decent training performance this one, Jenny. Obviously never easy when horses are off the track for as long as this guy was, and he's come home very strong here.
He certainly has, yeah. Well done to Casper Founds and Vincent Ho there. Horse drew nicely in gate number 1. He's a bit tense in the parade, and, you know, he's just a little bit on edge there, but, gee, he's done a really good job here. A bit to digest out of that race. I thought the first starter, Side Happy, just very green. He'll learn from that, no doubt, and he'll be fitter for the run as well. It wasn't a bad effort. He was still making ground towards the end.
Suiki heads next. What did you make of those behind the winner, Nick?
Look, well, you know, as I say, Mark Comet, I mean, he got an 11 out of 10 right there from Brenton Avdulla. Obviously, he went for that run up the inside, and so nearly managed to find a way home. So he's run well. Fortune Warrior from his ride draw has not run a bad race. I have to have a look back at it. I'm not quite sure what happened to Gorgeous Vitality. He just seemed to, from an early stage, just found himself more remote with every stride, so I'm not sure what happens there.
Just couldn't stretch out, jumped right from barrier 2 and just drifted further afield, so Stewart's report worth checking for him, and hopefully everything is okay. You mentioned the 6, Jenny. Any others to touch on following race 6?
Circuit 7, he was notable, making late ground as well, so a nice enough effort from him.
First for $3,333. We'll have a look at the quartet now on 8, 3, 9 and 2. 85,773. Vincent goes to weigh in. Sorry, Jenny?
Sorry, I was going to say the other one there that did actually make some ground too was Joy and Joy. Nice effort from him. He was fresh up as well.
He was back late too, Nick. He was Green Lamp, Joy and Joy first up for Douglas.
He was, yeah. He was. He got out to 13s and backed in late into 9.9. So there was some good bet for him. But we can have a look back and see what happened. Let's keep an eye on gate 2. That was Gorgeous Vitality. Now he's jumped okay with them, and he just hasn't really, you know, strode out from an early stage, and you can see Antoine's really having to get to work on him, so he's gradually going to distance himself from the field. Happy Horse away quickly. Fortune Warrior from out wide's coming across now. Philos just in behind them. You got One for All in behind with a red cap, Sergeant Pepper. These are the first sort of 5, if you will. In behind those runners, we've got Sight Happy in those maroon and white. You can see there noticeably around the turn, very green, just really having to get to terms with it all around here. Mark Comet the inside. Joy and Joy further back. Camino, he's only got about 3 or 4 behind him at this stage, and one of them is Circuit 7, and right out the back of the main group is Super Commander. You can forget about the one that's tailed off Gorgeous Vitality.
So Mark Comet trying to rail through. Happy Horse just wanting to lane on top of him. He eventually gets past him. Fortune Warrior to their outside. Here's Camino joining in. One for All, and the red caps covered plenty of ground. Circuit 7 rushing home out wide, but it has been a case of the winner being the 8. And they've weighed in 8, 3, 9 and 2. 8 Camino, $110.50 and $40.50. Margins are half by 3/4, 57.63. QP's 3 Mark Comet, 8 Camino, 187. 8 Camino, 9 Happy Horse, 217. And 3 and 9 is 229. Forecast 8 beat 3, 1,324. The first 4. On 2, 3, 8 and 9 is $3,333. The quartet dividend on 8, 3, 9 and 2, $85,773. The double 11 and 8, 1,166. 11 and 3 consolation, or 183.50. The times 12.55, standards 12.6, 21.31, standards 21.25. 23.77, standards 23.15, winners time 57.63, standard time is an even 57 seconds. That has been race number 6. We've got the gap between races 6 and 7, which will give us time to go live to the beer garden.
Better give me a pound. Better put the money in my hand right now. Tell the GM we need more seats. We just the floor seats.
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to New York, I'd love to see LA. met this 5'7" guy who's just my type. I like the way he's picking, his confidence is speaking. Don't like his baggy jeans, but I might like what's underneath him. No, I know in my head, I heard the Cali never ends, and New York's wide awake. First US 10, I show burden. I'm liking this American boy. Let's go!
Can we get away this weekend? Take me to Hong Kong. Let's go shopping, baby. We'll go to a cafe. Let's go on the subway. Take me to your hood. I've never been to Brooklyn, but I'd like to see what's good. Dressed in all your fancy clothes. Your sneakers looking fresh to death. I'm liking the shell toes. Walking down walls. Talk that slick talk. I'm liking this American girl. American girl.
Take me on a trip, I like to go someday. Take me to New York, I love to see LA. I really want to come take care of you. I'm liking this American boy, American boy.
Who's killing them in the UK? Everybody gotta say UK. Reluctantly, most of the press don't mess with me. Still one said to me, cool down, down, don't act a fool, down. I always act a fool. It ain't nothing new. He crazy, know what you're thinking. Robina, know what you're drinking. Rap singer, a chain blinger. Holler at the next chick soon as you're blinking. What's your persona about this Americana farmer? I'm so shallow, all my clothes designer. Dress smart like a London bloke. Before he speak his soupy strokes. So it's cute before. Look at this ego, tell me it's broke now. You know you ain't all that. I heard your lyrics, I feel your spirit, but I never talk that cash. Got a lot of wags, don't wanna hear it. Feel like Mike in his baddest, like the Pips and the Gladys. For the rubbish, hell with all that rubbish.
Would you be my love, my love? Would you be my love? Would you be mine? Would you be my love, my love? I'm liking this American boy, American boy.
And we'll sneak back up to the big garden between races 8 and 9. But we need to focus on race number 7 now, which is 20 minutes away. Gallant Hero, Dragon Star, Nice Birdie, 3 horses which have been to Cheong Fa. Now from the 1650-metre start point, Dragon Star likes to roll forward, but he does have Gallant Crown drawn a couple of gates inside of him, Nick.
He does, yeah. Look, you know, he could be certainly a likely leader in this race. Of course, we've seen him go forward in the past. Dragon Star, obviously, loads of natural speed. You've got Zach Purton on him here tonight. He's drawn 9, so he'll have to come across, but he should be able to do so. Holy Power showed a good bit of early toe last time. He's drawn 1, so he should get a nice run. Mr. Aladdin Turin Warrior, the last start winner, I think will follow, running ahead. Nice birdie, gets back. Satanta Family Fortune. You've got Affordable and Gallant Hero, a couple that will get back in the early part, and they are both drawn wide.
Our first replay. The unthinkable happened last time. Turin Warrior delivered, and it took him quite a few starts, 28 of them since arriving in Hong Kong. He had one before he got here, so he wasn't a maiden as such, but it took him a while to get his first win in Hong Kong.
Yeah, look, and punters think tonight he's going to do it again, so, you know, I'd like for their sakes that he can. Karis Teeton has only ridden him a couple of times, and Karis on this night, because Karis has lifted him home, really. I mean, look, he's had to be quite forceful with him, and he's got home in the end. But, I mean, the form's worked out well, because Jumbo Legend ran second. He's won since. He
has indeed, and Satanta finished third in that race. Running ahead's been better over 1,800 metres, which is the distance of the race in this replay. Dragon Star, he's there on the inside, but did get plenty of company this night.
He did, yeah. Look, he probably wants a slightly easy lead, really. When he was winning, Karis was winning on him there earlier on in the season. He was going forward, winning off sort of, you know, lowly marks. He's up to 52 now, so he's probably as high as he wants to be, really. I'm not sure there's much wiggle room off his mark currently. And well, the run of running ahead was certainly not the worst here. He's actually yet to win. He's 0 from 17, so he's almost getting into that Turin Warrior sort of status, isn't he, really?
He is indeed, as we head to Class 5. We've seen some Class 5 form hold up in the last few races. Happy Horse won a good race coming up in grade last start, and of course Sweet Diamond up in Class 1 a few races ago. Nice birdies, looking to do that again here in race number 7.
Yeah, look, I know he's never won in this Class 4 grade in 13 attempts, and look, he's up to a mark of 41. I think that makes it quite tough for him, but look, don't be shocked if he does run well, because he has got some place form in this company, so you know, it wouldn't be the biggest of shocks all night, especially with the lightweight. Affordable, 34s from 27s through the all-ups. Gallant Hero, 9.3. Turin Warrior out to 4.5. Dragon Star, 6.1 from 5.6. Money for Holy Power, interesting runner here, 6.3 into 5s. Gallant Crown, 15. Satanta at 7.9. Family Fortune, 27. Clipped in a little bit there. Mr. Aladdin at 6.4 from 7.7. Running ahead at 19s and 15 about Nice Birdie down at the bottom.
Thank you, Nick. Horses not quite in the parade yet, Jenny. They're heading down your way, but it's another very open race. That's been the story largely of the night.
Yes, it's not been that easy, has it? No doubt about it. And the favourite is the horse that took forever to win his first start, Turin Warrior. But Gate 2, Karis Teeton, he looks like he will probably get a nice run here. He'll just require some luck in running in the straight.
He certainly will, yeah, for sure. There's a look at the Triple Trio news, actually. Look, after the first 2 legs, only $22 remain. So that previous race knocked a fair few out. So if you are part of that $22 that remain, very best of luck to you. There's a jackpot this evening as well for the TT, but I don't think it was ever going to be hard, and that's the way it's proving so far.
It sure is. 1 leg to go, so best of luck if you're alive. One of those 22 units remaining, as they've just circled the 2-horse Gallant Hero around to slide in behind Affordable. Jenny, he's having his first run in Class 4. His last 2 starts have been over 1,800 metres.
Yeah, look, I'm guessing he'd probably want a little further than 1650 at his very best as well. But he's quite a nice stamp of a horse. He's very solid and strong. Having his 6th race start, he's nice and alert. He's got a bit of size about him. Does appear to be walking up fairly enough. Still carries a little bit of weight around the midsection as well. Well, he's 1234 pounds, so that's how solid he is. But fluent and nice-natured. Place hope.
Yeah, he's a decent stamp of a horse, isn't he? But just needs to start showing a bit, and maybe dropping into this company. Class 4 will be able to allow him to do that. Gallant Hero, Jenny, is dropping in grade. Unlike the horse we've just seen, he's actually a 3-time winner from 16 goes in this company. So he's certainly got the runs on the board.
Well, you can see for yourself the boys are restraining him a touch there. He's not doing much wrong, but there's a little bit of nervous energy because he's sweating up a bit here and there. Particularly behind. He does walk out cleanly, and he does look very fit. He's a horse that's got a bit of size. He's well put together. So apart from being warm, everything else is good.
Race as well, class, course and distance. Tom's going to make a case for Gallant Hero, who's at 9.4 and 2.9. Here is the favourite, Turin Warrior, who finally, Jenny, has that number 1 next to his name.
He finally does, yes. So the owners would appreciate that very much. Now he's backed up looking well once again. He often parades quite nicely. He's a fluent walking horse. He's got good muscle strength in the shoulder. He's another fine-skinned horse. All these horses sort of coming into this type of weather dropped a lot of their winter coat, and they look good. They look nice and healthy. It does appear to be in good condition, so I'm expecting another good run from him.
Yeah, he might just be finding that sort of will to win now that he's got his head in front. It can sometimes happen. He's drawn well. Dragon Star here, Jenny, likely pace in the race. We know he likes to press forward. Visors off, blinkers are going back on, so Pierre's just tweaking the gear with him here.
I would expect him to roll forward, I think, from gate number 9 with Zach on board. Yeah, blinkers being reapplied as well. Now, he's a really fit horse. He's not a smooth walking horse, though, in front or behind, so he requires a bit of loosening up. That's that off hind, and in front, it's more so the near front. So, yeah, look, that's the only thing. He requires a loosening up. He's a really quiet, relaxed type of horse. He looks healthy, and he does look very fit, and he's well behaved. So there's positives and negatives for him.
Number 5, Holy Power's been going at a decent money his last 4 starts. He's never missed a top 4 finish, course and distance, and draws beautifully in 1.
Yep, look, he was able to lead. He was well rated last time, and I thought he put in a better effort, and nicely enough drawn in gate number 1 here as well. Another very athletic looking horse. He's just slightly taller than the average, so it does appear to be walking out freely enough, and looks in pretty good nick. He's well prepared, so I couldn't dismiss him.
And his Holy Power there, 5.4 and 1.8 is his price currently about him here, so he looks to be an interesting runner for sure, certainly well fancied. Horse 6 is Gallant Crown. Ellis Wong on board for David Hayes. He's a 5-time course and distance winner, Jenny, and another one who can show early speed.
Yeah, definitely. He's had excuses at his last couple as well, and prior to that he'd been racing reasonably consistently. He'd finished second 3 starts ago. Placid, relaxed type of horse. He's bandaged in front. He's not overly tall, but does walk out freely enough. Fitness is no issue for him either. So, yeah, look, a lot of headgear on him, considering he's sort of laid back and got the head down and relaxed. But he's fit. He's healthy.
That is a Gallant Crown, horse number 6 at 12 and 3.9. 5-time course and distance winner. Number 7, Satanta, we saw him in the replays running 3rd and making ground behind Truant Warrior 2 starts ago. He's had another appearance since he ran 5th behind Cordyceps 1 on a rain-affected track.
Yeah, look, I don't know that he had too many excuses last time he stepped out, Satanta, and now he's a horse that often looks good, and I often put him into the top 4, but he's only won 2 races. He's been quite disappointing, really, but he's a nice type. He's bandaged in front, he's got a great attitude, he's got a strong chest on him, continues to be in good health and condition, so always looks good, and he does again tonight, so I can't totally dismiss him at all.
That is Satanta. He's back on a sounder surface this evening, having been a beaten favourite last time out. Horse 8 is Family Fortune. First go at Happy Valley for him, Jenny. Casper Founds trains. Alfie Chan will be on board.
He's a very lightly framed, plain type of horse to look at, Family Fortune. I haven't been taken with what he's done in those 3 starts to date, and on appearance, I'd find it very difficult to put him into the top 4.
25 and 7.6 the price around at number 8 Family Fortune, so not too many supporters. He's in fact the outsider of the field bar 1. Number 9 Mr. Aladdin, 7.1 and 2.3. He's going near enough races, but he had every chance last time and only could manage a 4th behind Escape Route.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and he didn't have too many excuses at all, but he has had 8 minor checks without winning. So the horse actually is presented nicely from the Pierre yard. He looks really fit. He's quite keen and eager with his handler there. Coat is in good order. Does appear to be stepping out really freely as well. He's not carrying any excess condition, so he's as fit as he could possibly be. I've got to leave him with some chance. He does look well.
Yeah, he's coming back in trip as well here this evening. Here's the 10, Jenny. This is Running Ahead. We had a look at his run previously. Better effort at 20 to 1 behind Flying Silver.
Was a much better effort, yeah. Look, he has been a bit disappointing overall, though. 1650 for him here. I'd prefer him over a bit further. To look at, though, he's behaving himself nicely. A couple of handlers on him. He's not doing anything wrong. I just need to get one more look at him. He's a fit horse. He's a bit angular with those hind quarters there, so he's not overly filled out in that area. And he's a bit, when you watch him front on, he's a bit lightly framed as well, 1,044 pounds, so place only for me.
And number 11 is Nice Birdie. Last start winner over 2,200 metres. He comes back to 16.15. He has one course and distance.
He has, yeah. He's a nice-natured horse, this guy. He's walking out freely enough. He still maintains his condition. He's got a little bit of, weight around the midsection there, and he's solid enough in those hind quarters. Just a no-nonsense type of horse. And last start winner. Now, can he do it in Class 4 here off a rating of 41? Possibly, with the light weight and the good draw. He's not bad. He just doesn't stand out.
That is Nice Birdie, and there he is on screen. 14 and 4 is his price currently. So let's look at the field. 11 of them here. We've still got 9 minutes before race 7, so plenty of time. Let's have a look at this market, shall we? Zach Purton there in conversation with Pierre. Okay, right, up at the top, affordable, 30s and 7.2. He's drifting from 27s. Gallant Heroes at 9.4. The favourite is Turin Warrior, 4.4 from 4, so he's just eased out slightly. Dragon Star there for Pierre and Zach, 6.1 out from 5.6. Excuse me. 6.3 out to 5.5, into 5.5. Holy Power. Gallant Crown into 12s from 14. Satanta at 7.8. Hasn't really moved off his price currently. Family Fortune at 26 from 31. And 7.2 then about Mr. Aladdin, running ahead at 19s. And Nice Birdie at 40s. Not too many actually moving in this market, in fairness.
It's another wide one. Thank you, Nick. As Jenny, we come back to you for your thoughts, please.
I'm going with the 5 on top here. I thought he paraded really nicely. Jamie Richards has had a winner here this evening, and this horse he has presented looking in good order. He's really alert. He's quite tall. He's nice and healthy. Hopefully they take him out the next lap, because he's just starting to get a little bit agitated, but he's not sweating up at this stage. Walks out freely, looks fit. He goes on top of number 7, Satanta. Very unreliable type of horse, but he looks good every occasion. I've got to put him in on looks. He's a strong-bodied horse, very sensible, nice and fit, fluent. I can't fault him. The 3, I thought Turin Warrior has backed up well since his win. Nicely behaved horse, very strong, held on to that condition nicely, walking out well. And of the rest, number 6, Gallant Crown. I thought he paraded quite nicely, one from the David Hayes yard. Gets the claim for Alice Wong here. Not too badly drawn in gate number 5. So for me, I'm going this way, 5, 7, 3 and 6.
Thank you, Jenny. 5, 7, 3 and 6 are the numbers here, with Holy Power on top ahead of Satanta. In for third goes Turin Warrior, the 3, and 6 in as well, Gallant Crown. 5, 7, 3 and 6. We are 6 minutes out from race number 7 here, Tom, as we come to you for your selections. Another very open-looking race, this one. Surely not Turin Warrior, is it?
Well, I couldn't take him, to be honest, at 4.3 here, because it took him a long time to win 1. How often do we see it? A horse that's taken a long time to win 1, they come out and go bang, bang, but not sure that's going to be the case here, but that remains to be seen. Gallant Hero is my value run on the card tonight. 63 days fresh into this. His last one off 57. He's rated 58 tonight, so he's about on his right mark. He covered some ground early last start. Thought stayed on okay. There was no pressure put on him in a recent barrier trial up at Chungfa. He sat back. The top 2 in that barrier trial did get out to a big lead there. Drawn barrier 10, so no doubt goes back for a Brenton of Dallett, and David Hall no doubt looking for a bit of pace on as well. And we know the David Hall stable in form tonight. They had Time Storm win the first of the evening at 11 to 1. In the second goes Dragon Star, led up and just battled on a bit. One Flying Silver Wind running a 2-length 5th to him last time out. He is a 2-time course and distance winner. The shades are going back on. The visor has been removed, so it just needs to be well rated in front. It does Dragon Star. Turin Warrior goes in. He's got the £5 impost here. He really did it the tough way last time out, midfield and wide, but still was able to win over Jumbo Legend, and the form stacked up around him. And then I put in number 5 for fourth, Holy Power, who has placed 3 times course and distance from his 3 runs. Pretty much had every chance, I thought, after leading up at Sharton last time out, and was knocked off by Aestheticism and co there over the concluding stages. 2, 4, 3 and 5 here, Mark, for race number 7.
Gone the 5 time, made it the long shot, but at 5.4 and 2 might have failed when it comes to the long shot component of that. Didn't think he'd be 36 to 1 on his 4th last time, but thought he might be 7 or 8. Anyway, he's 5.4 and 2. He's going to get a perfect run. He races well around here at the Valley. Alexia Biddell's had a good night. Jamie Richards with a winner earlier tonight, 2 into infinity. 4 goes in for second, Dragon Star. If he gets across and leads, he's going to be there for quite some time. And do like the fact that he's going back down to 128 pounds on his back. Visor off, blinkers are back on Dragon Star tonight. Turin Warrior has to go in, despite the fact it took him ages to win that first race at start 28. He placed so many times. He's run 10 placings from those 28 starts, so he's very, very consistent. And at number 9, Mr. Aladdin, every chance last time, but he too has been around the money plenty of times. Barry number 7, Andrea Razzani rides tonight. 1 of 2 in the race for Pierre Wrong. Of course, he also has Dragon Star, and both of them have some sort of chance in this race. But 5 is an each way price, barely. 5.5 and 2, 5, 4, 3 and 90.
Look, it will look great value if he wins. Don't worry about that. I've gone the 4 on top here. That's Dragon Star. Look, plenty of pace on in this race, but yeah, look, I tend to agree. I just think with a little bit less weight on his back here, and Zach Purton riding, they've changed the headgear with him, and he probably hasn't got to find too much to get his head in front again. He's already had a pretty good season. Turin Warrior, certainly echo those comments made. You've got to put him in, really. I mean, yes, I know it took an age to finally win a race, but he was usually there or thereabouts, and you know, we're looking for numbers to fill the frame, and I think he can certainly do that again. The 9, Mr. Aladdin, I think will go okay. Look, lightweight, I don't know if I'll be giving him too many more chances, I must confess, but he's certainly not racing the worst. And the 10, that horse there, he's not looking all that tractable going to the start, but hopefully he's much better in the run. That's running ahead at a decent price. I thought he could go okay. That run last time was better from him. So really, really open race this. You could slice it any number of ways, but I've gone 4, 3, 9 and 10 here, Jenny.
I've gone with the 5. I thought Holy Power paraded really nicely for the Jamie Richards yard here. And also Alexia Biddell on board. Both of them had winners here this evening. He's nicely drawn in gate 1. His last run was better, so hopefully he can back that up. He wasn't beaten all that far. So he goes on top. He looks fit, healthy and well. He's athletic. Next best, number 7, Satanta, always looks good. There he is on screen. Nice strong-bodied horse, walks out well still. I couldn't find any faults with him, but he is a very hard horse to catch. Next best is number 3, Turin Warrior, who has backed up particularly well since that last win. Has been quite consistent as well. Nicely drawn in gate 2 for Karis Teeton. And Karis has had 2 rides for a win and a 3rd on him, so he goes well for him. And I thought number 6 was next best. That's Gallant Crown, winner of 6 races, and 5 of them been over the 1650 here. So he's a bit of a specialist in that respect. He's not too badly drawn in gate 5, and he gets the claim for Alice Wong. Nice, relaxed type of horse. There he is on screen. So 5, 7, 3 and 6.
5, 7, 3 and 6. Thank you. Jenny. Holy Power, Satanta, Turin Warrior and Gallant Crown behind the barriers in front of the beer garden down there. Nick, and what is our play?
Yeah, look, they've got a good sight of them as they jump away here, won't they? 2, 4, 5 we're going here. So we're putting Gallant Hero in. I know Tom's quite keen on him. Obviously, the 4, Dragon Star, quite liking this. I think he can certainly go well. And I know you like the 5, Holy Power there, Mark. So we'll go the 2, 4, 5 here in race number 7. Still a minute or so before they're due to jump. Look, the favourite is Turin Warrior. 4.2 is his price. So he's holding firm here from his good draw in 2. Affordable up at the top with a big price at 28. Gallant Hero is a 10's chance. Would represent value for sure, you'd think. 4.2, Turin Warrior, now gone 4.1. Dragon Star. He's at 5.6, hasn't really moved much. Holy Power has been backed, 6.3 into 5.6. There's good support for him. Bit of money for Gallant Crown at odds into 12s as well. He was a bigger price a few moments ago. Satanta, 7.7, 2.5. He's sort of, he's got supporters. He's certainly not the worst in this, it would seem. Family Fortune at 29. It's a bit of money for him, given the stable have had a winner tonight. Mr. Aladdin at 8.5. He's actually drifting. It was as low as 7.7, but he's now getting out in price. Running ahead, Disso, 18's out to 20s, and Nice Birdie down at the bottom there at 14's, 3.5 a place. He's only got £117 on his back, but the favourite is liked here. The horse for money though, Holy Power being backed, and also a bit of supported odds there for Gallant Crown.
And he made the top 4 from the paddock. Gallant Crown, Jenny. Gallant Hero, what about him? He races well when it comes to this course and distance and grade.
Yeah, look, he's a nice type, Gallant Hero, but he was a bit warm. He was sweating up early on in that parade there, and he just needed a tiny little loosen up in front, but body-wise he was good.
Race number 7, Tom, is pretty close to a start.
Certainly is, Mark, as we get set for this Class 4, 1650. Turin Warrior looking to go back-to-back. He's at 3-1, the favourite for our 7th tonight to kickstart the late treble. Nice Birdie is locked away, and we're set at the 1650. Racing immediately, and Gallant Hero goes back with Affordable from their outside draws by design, and going forward is Dragon Star with the Gallant Crown. Right there, Mr. Aladdin, and Holy Power throw over on the rail. Next is Family Fortune. He settles down 5th, one off from Turin Warrior, the favourite midfield on the paint. Nice Birdie running ahead, caught deeper around Affordable, and then came Gallant Hero, and back last is Satanta. Up the side they travel, and they're approaching the 1200 metres, and it is Gallant Crown with Dragon Star. Dragon Star a little keen on the outside, 28.35 the lead section, which is a little outside standard, and they've drawn about 2 or so clear. On Holy Power 3rd, Mr. Aladdin 4th, 3 lengths away Family Fortune. He's quite keen, one off. And back on the rail is the favourite Turin Warrior. Running ahead's never been on the course. He's 3 and 4 deep now, because out underneath him his Family Fortune was too keen. Has been left to roll now by Alfie Chan. Turin Warrior back on the rail about midfield from Nice Birdie. 2 to Gallant Hero, Affordable, and last is Satanta. Off the back, under 600 metres to run. The leader is Gallant Crown. He's been niggled at with Dragon Star on his outside throughout. 2 lengths away, then came Family Fortune, who's gone from being very keen to not travelling at all. Next then came Mr. Aladdin, Holy Power. Turin Warrior looking to sneak runs over on the inside. Nice Birdie is at the head of the rest as they come down the straight. 250 left to go. Gallant Crown trying to shake off on the outside Dragon Star, but he won't go away, Dragon Star. And here's Satanta barrelling home down the outside from last. Satanta after Dragon Star and Gallant Crown. He gets them all. Satanta from last for Luke Ferraris is one for Mark Newnham. Right down the centre to either knock off in second Gallant Crown or Dragon Star. Mr. Aladdin, Nice Birdie, Turin Warrior, Holy Power, Affordable, Gallant Hero, Family Fortune behind them with running ahead, and he would have been about one of the last ones on pulling up. Satanta, number 7, desperately close for second, 4 or 6, 6 or 4. Take your pick there, and Mr. Aladdin and also Turin Warrior in a very close photo for 4th. No doubt about the winner though. Satanta has rounded them up quickly in the straight. Luke Ferraris and Mark Newnham. This course formerly was in the stable of David Hayes up until February this year. 353 days since he's won. He was £7 better off with Turin Warrior on that meeting 2 runs ago. 140.70 outside standard. 10 points off his last winning mark, 59, rated 49 tonight, and he delivers. Satanta, number 7. And Gallant Hero goes back with Affordable from their outside draws by design, and going forward is Dragon Star with the Gallant Crown. Right there, Mr. Aladdin, and Holy Power throw over on the rail. Next is Family Fortune. He settles down 5th, one off from Turin Warrior, the favourite midfield on the paint. Nice Birdie running ahead, caught deeper around Affordable, and then came Gallant Hero, and back last is Satanta. Up the side they travel, and they're approaching the 1200 metres, and it is Gallant Crown with Dragon Star. Dragon Star a little keen on the outside, 28.35 the lead section, which is a little outside standard, and they've drawn about 2 or so clear. On Holy Power 3rd, Mr. Aladdin 4th, 3 lengths away Family Fortune. He's quite keen, one off. And back on the rail is the favourite Turin Warrior. Running ahead's never been on the course. He's 3 and 4 deep now because out underneath him his Family Fortune was too keen. Has been left to roll now by Alfie Chan. Turin Warrior back on the rail about midfield from Nice Birdie. 2 to Gallant Hero, Affordable, and last is Satanta. Off the back, under 600 metres to run. The leader is Gallant Crown. He's been niggled out with Dragon Star on his outside throughout. 2 lengths away, then came Family Fortune, who's gone from being very keen to not travelling at all. Next then came Mr. Aladdin, Holy Power. Turin Warrior looking to sneak runs over on the inside. Nice Birdie is at the head of the rest as they come down the straight. 250 left to go. Gallant Crown trying to shake off on the outside Dragon Star, but he won't go away, Dragon Star. And here's Satanta barrelling home down the outside from last. Satanta after Dragon Star and Gallant Crown. He gets them all. Satanta.
It's been a win. He was last at the 250-metre mark and has dropped upon them to score by a neck and charged to the line. Luke Ferraris and Mark Newnham, they've struck up a good association in Mark's first season of training. That is now the 9th time they combine for a win, with Satanta storming home to beat Dragon Star and Gallant Crown. That a great battle, that pair too, and then all of a sudden, Nick, the swooper went bang.
Yeah, look, it was... third race. Let's look at the photo for second, and you'll see that Dragon Star has got the better of that argument, albeit just there with Gallant Crown. There's not much in that at all, really, is there? You've got the reverse angle there at the top of the screen, but Satanta gets the win here. Mark Noonan and Luke Ferraris, as mentioned, teaming up for the victory, and he dropped comprehensively in the weight, so he did look like he was a winning chance. Well done to Luke Ferraris there, getting another win as well. So a win for Mark Noonan, a win for Luke, and Satanta, the son of Fastnet Rock, has managed to get his head in front again at 62 and 23's price in the end. Satanta. The runner-up there was number 4, Dragon Star at $19. Third, number 6, that was Gallant Crown at 44, and fourth there was number 9, Mr. Aladdin in the 7th. The Quinella 186, the forecast 480, the TS 3,650, and the trio 808 in race number 7, won by horse number 7, Jenny Satanta, descending on them late to score.
He's done a good job, hasn't he? Look, those horses that were up on the pace, they fought on quite gamely, but nice patient ride there by Luke Ferraris, sitting last, circling the field, and just getting up in the nick of time. He's done a really good job. Brings up Satanta's 3rd win here in Hong Kong. Well done to Mark Newnham. That is now his 21st win here in Hong Kong as well.
It is indeed, and it's Luke's 22nd for the season. There's been some close photos there, Nick. There's the one for 4th, Mr. Aladdin, just seeing off Turin Warrior.
Yeah, he's not been all that far away in the end, has he? Turin Warrior, they couldn't quite manage to go back to back, even though he was very well fancied, of course, for this race. But Luke about to weigh in. Nice to see Luke get another winner here. That's 22 for the campaign there as he weighs in for race 7.
We'll look at the first 4 in the quartet shortly. Anything else we should be looking out for in the patrol in a moment, Jenny?
Not really, I don't think. Nice Birdie made up a little bit of late ground, so if he gets that class drop, I would expect he'd be well suited.
And probably back up to 2,200 metres too, Nick, as we saw from him winning last time in Class 5.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, like he's gone a nice enough race here. So look, I'm sure they'll be able to find another race for him sometime soon. That's for sure. But look, he's doing a decent enough job.
The quartet 31,700 odd as we get underway in the patrol, and the winner jumping from barrier number 8, Satanta, so he'll be allowed to just drift back, with Gallant Hero and Affordable also sliding to the back of the field. Gallant Crown is going to lead over Dragon Star to the outside. Holy Powers on the inside of Mr. Aladdin. Family Fortune 5th, Turin Warriors on the rail from Nice Birdie. Running ahead's wide in the early stages from Gallant Hero and Affordable and Satanta. He's back at the tail end as Gallant Crown and Dragon Star, who's quite keen up outside the leader, and they managed to clear away here by about 4 lengths over Mr. Aladdin. On the inside is Holy Power from Family Fortune. Turin Warrior running ahead wide from Nice Birdie. And then Gallant Hero, Affordable and Satanta is last of all. But it's Gallant Crown leading down the back. He's a little bit keen himself in the lead over Dragon Star. And you can see Family Fortune, he was a bit fired up too. So he's allowed rain, and running ahead put a bit wider on the track, so quite a few of these right up on the steel.
Yeah, they are indeed. Quite noticeable as well. But just look for the winner. He's absolute last at this stage. So Luke riding him extremely chilly out the back, and they've gone along at a decent old tempo. But Gallant Crown it is that leads along with Dragon Star. These two are going to run nice races ultimately. You can see Family Fortune in behind coming off the bit. Just looks a little bit untractable around the turn. Mr. Aladdin trying to make a bit of ground. Holy Powers coming under a bit of pressure as well. Look right to the outside, the silver and pink colours now. Luke Ferraris just getting to work there on Setanta, and he's made up some rapid ground right down the outside of the field here. The front two making their bid for the victory. Turin Warriors trying us down as well, but it's at this stage that Setanta has really started to lift close to the line to go and score.
Timed the run perfectly to get there by a neck and a nose, 140.7 on 7, 4, 6 and 9. QPs for Dragon Star, 7 Setanta, 75.50, 6 and 7, Gallant Crown and Setanta, 131, 4 and 6 is $149. Forecast 7 beats 4, 480 is the return. The first 4, 4, 6, 7 and 9, 1,687. The quartet will be 7, 4, 6 and number 9 running fourth, Mr. Aladdin, 31,712. Double across races 6 and 7, 8 Camino, 7 Setanta, 1,182.50 and 8 into 4 Dragon Star Consolation, 163. The third double trio tonight, 3, 8, 9 first leg, second leg 4, 6, 7, $528,689. The triple trio had 22 live units leading into that last leg, and nobody had the winning combination. So we have a jackpot to the meeting here at Happy Valley next Wednesday night. The consolation 6, 7 and 11, 3, 8 and 9, 204,624 for the consolation, and that'll leave the triple trio with just under $5 million at jackpotting. 4,814,959 to what is the 6th last meeting of the season at Happy Valley. There's a all-weather meeting coming up at Shah 10 on a Wednesday night too, but 6 to go after tonight at the Valley. 28.35 standard, 27.95, 23.75 standard, 23.9, 24.13 standard, 24.25, 24.47 standard, 23.95. Winners time 140.7 standard, 140.05. Race number 8, Class 4 over the 1,200 metres. More action from the Beer Garden coming up between races 8 and 9, but we've only got 17 minutes to go until race number 8, so we need to head straight to an interview that Nick has done with the rider of E-Universe. He rode into victory last time. It is Lyle Hewitson.
Well, E-Universe, a ride for you here at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Just the one ride on him, one win, and he was quite dominant last time.
Yeah, he won a nice race. My concern now would be up in weight, because he's quite a small horse, and it's a big weight to shoulder. But he has shown throughout that he's still competitive in this grade, and you know, I think it maps pretty well for him if he starts like he did last time, and he gets the lead. He sort of can dominate from the front, and if he can hang on or continue to run as he has been in this grade, then he should be competitive.
When having a look at it on paper, I mean, he more or less is the only real confirmed speed. So I guess from straight off the bat, you should hopefully get the lead you desire.
Yeah, and I think the draw he's in can be one of those tricky ones. So you got to have your mind made up. And like I said, if he can begin as well as he did last time, which he usually does when he's in form, he should be able to get there and dictate things. So that'll be plan A going out. We always got to be aware for plan B and plan C. But if we can lead and take the race by the scruff of the neck, we will.
Have you ridden him since that race?
Yeah, I've studied him in his track work. I actually think he has improved, but he would need to. As I said, he's carrying a bit more weight, and he needs to go back to back. So, yeah, very happy how he's going into the race, and let's hope for a bit of luck and a good run.
I guess given that there are a couple of negatives, one of them being that you probably would have liked to seen Double Bingo go a little bit better than last time. Obviously, he reopposes. He was the horse that chased you last time.
Yeah, you know, I think there was probably some excuses there. The tracks have been a touch biased at Happy Valley due to the inclement weather. So he was a horse that swung to the middle of the track from midfield and sort of just held his ground in his next start. I think there's probably a bit more into that, but yeah, I think I'd more look into how my guy's doing, and I'm happy with him.
Lyle talking E-Universe, who's at 7 and at 2.5 as the runners, as you can see, are making their way in for the 8th race, Jenny, and we head from Lyle Hewitson straight to E-Universe.
Yeah, E-Universe, he's a little fella. He's got a great nature. He lacks a bit of size and scope, but he's got plenty of strength for the size of him, particularly in those hind quarters and chest. Walks out freely enough, and does look in pretty good health. So I think he's backed up quite nicely since that last win. 135 pounds probably has to be a concern, but gee, looks well.
Yeah, it certainly would be a concern, and yeah, I mean, yeah, I certainly agree. He does look well. I mean, just the fact that he does go forward and he led up. Having a look at this race on paper, there isn't much that's going to challenge him, I don't think, for the lead. So, I mean, if he was able just to nick a bit of a break on them, then that could give him a bit more of a chance for sure, even with the big weight. Spicy Gold, Jenny, interesting runner this one. He's having his first go here at Happy Valley. He's shown little bits and pieces of form there at Shartin. Certainly hasn't been the worst.
Not liking his attitude at this early stage. He's only just walked into the parade, and he's going to be very, very difficult by the looks of things. Hopefully he settles down and goes that way as opposed to getting worse than this. He is athletic. He looks fit. He's got a bit of size about him, but he is very, very nervous at the moment, and I'm a little worried about what he might get up to, so I'll keep an eye on him.
He's 10 at 3.1, and very, very stirred up at the moment is Spicy Gold, stablemate of Satanta, who just won the previous race. But as Nick said, he's showing a little bit at Shartin, but...
He was the horse on debut, wasn't he, at Shartin? Didn't Lyle ride him? And I think it took an age to get to the start, didn't he, as well? Yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah, look, I've seen him numerous times, boys, and he gets hot and agitated and sweaty, so he hasn't seemed to have calmed down in any way, shape or form. But he's not hot and sweaty at the moment, but he could get that way.
We'll keep an eye on him as he makes his way around and move on, Jenny, to Double Bingo, who was so good on debut, then struck that wet track at his second start, and he was beaten 4.5 lengths.
Yeah, he's looking like he's walking out nice and freely. He looks nice and fit. He's eager with his two handlers there. And, yeah, I like his fluency, fitness level. Look, he's not an absolute standout type, but his fitness level's spot on and fluency's very good, so I've got to leave him there with a chance.
That is Double Bingo, yes. I mean, he's an interesting runner, isn't he, just on that first performance behind E-Universe. Here's Sight Supreme, Jenny. I know you're pretty keen on this horse here this evening. Certainly went an okay race on debut, that's for sure.
It was a good effort. Yeah, look, I've made him a long shot. He was a bit tardy out of the gates, but he still caught the eye, finishing it off quite nicely. He's nicely behaved with his two handlers here. He's walking out freely enough, bandage on those hind legs, looks healthy in the coat, looks fit. He's about your average height, but got a bit of scope and in good order. Very happy with how he presents. He looks good.
Good report for Sight Supreme at his second race day outing this evening. This is number 4, Prime Mortar. We haven't seen him since the 28th of February. Had a stable change now with Tony Cruz. Crossover noseband off and went like a jet in a recent trial.
Sure did. And I'd expect from gate 11 they might try those tactics here as well. I think Tony's done a good job with him. He's rich chestnut colour. He does appear to be walking out freely. He looks nice and fit. He's a horse that never carries much excess condition. He's 1,050. He's not a big, strong type, but he's neatly put together, and he does walk out cleanly. So he's there with an each-way chance, and he's well in the market too.
Yeah, he's not a bad horse in his old Prime Mortar, I don't think. Here's Mr. Fox, Jenny, David Hall and Keegan DeMello with this horse. He's had 4 runs. He's been disappointing in 4 of them.
Yeah, unimpressive so far, that's for sure. Now, he's behaving himself quite well. He's very, very fit looking, but he doesn't carry much excess condition. He's weighing in 1,083 pounds. The good news is he's put on 12 pounds. But let me just have one more look at him just to make sure that that was my impression when he first walked past me. Yep, it remains the same. That's my impression of him. I wouldn't mind seeing him just put on a bit more weight.
Big odds after those disappointing performances so far, Mr. Fox. Very Horse made some late ground last start. That was over 1,000, so the step up to the 1,200 for his second time at Happy Valley looks a bonus.
Once again, very toey and tense. The camera's on him at a good time. He's been very much on his toes just before the camera went on him. He's nervous. He is sweating up behind and just gnawing at the bit there. So there's a few of these misbehaving. He is one of those. The 9's still probably marginally worse than him, though. But he's a nice type, and he's got a bit of size and strength. He does look fit as well, so I'll give him a rough hope.
There's Fairy Horse, Casper Fowles, Andrea at Zany with the 6. Here's 7, Jenny. This is good old Hercules. We're seeing him for the 69th time, and he's a 4-time course and distance winner.
The same every single time for this fellow. He's small, he's not the smoothest of walkers, he's got a bit of strength in those hindquarters. Very quiet horse. He looks okay, but he needs a real weak Class 4, I think, these days. Getting on a little bit. He's an 8-year-old. He's just okay. There's others that look better.
All right, that is Hercules making a well-trodden path around the Happy Valley Parade Ring. Number 8 is Lapras now with Cody Mo. Tongue tie goes on. He's had 4 starts previously, and closest he's been at the finish was 2 starts ago, and 9th beaten 4.
Yeah, he managed to run into the rail last time, and his racing manners were deemed unacceptable. So just a little bit green and doing a few things wrong. That was only his 4th race start. He is in the new stable now, and nicely enough drawn in gate number 1. Just bear with me 1 second. I want to get one more look at him. He's a horse that's got quite a long body. He's it's a long neck on him anyway. He does look really quite fit, and he does appear to be walking out okay as well. Doesn't carry much excess condition. He's got a little bit of size and scope, so he's okay. I'll leave him there with a rough place chance maybe.
Here's the 10, Jenny. This is Super Eagle, Matthew Chadwick and Chris. So just the 1 win from 27. He was at another horse actually on tonight's card that took a while to win one. How does he look?
Well, he always looks good. He's got a good attitude. He's very strong all over. Looks nice and healthy, and does appear to be walking out freely once again. I normally give him a pretty good report, and I can't knock him again here today. He's got the horse in front of him misbehaving, but it's not stirring him up at all. So I'd have to leave him with a rough chance as well. He's good.
Happy Feeling missed a start on the 24th when he was lame in the left 4. He's placed twice from 7. Both of those placings have been when he's drawn the rail. He starts from barrier 6 tonight.
Sorry, we'll just get this 9 horse out of the way, who has continued to misbehave right throughout the parade, and it's not over yet. Hopefully they can get him out. The 11, just bear with us 1 second. This is very tricky for everyone involved here, but it's sort of half out. The 11 bandaged in front, but he's carrying no excess condition. He is, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him put on a little bit of weight as well. For me, well, he's got a good attitude. He's very quiet and relaxed, so place hope.
Yeah, that is Happy Feeling. We've got Harmony and Home on screen here, Jenny, the 12, currently at 12s and 3.2. Lightweight here tonight. How does he look?
Well, he's a really sweet type of horse, this guy. He's got a lovely placid attitude. He's got a nice sort of head on him. He seems to be walking out freely enough. Looks healthy. I can't fault him. I think he parades quite nicely. He's got a lightweight here and not badly drawn in gate number 2. As an 8-year-old, I'm not sure whether or not he's good enough, but he looks well. That's as good as he can present.
He did run second 2 starts ago behind King Excellente. He's placed 2 of his last 4, has Harmony and Home. Spicy Gold managed to get out the gate and's on his way down to the gates. The market for race 8 has E-Universe, the one at 6.7 and 2.3. 2 Double Bingo, 4.5 the win, 1.8 for the place. 3 Side Supreme, 8.3 and 3. The favourite is number 4, Prime Mortar, from the new stable at 4.1 and 2. 5 Mr Fox, 67 and 13. 6 Fairy Horse, that's him on screen at the moment, at 29 and 7.5. Hercules at 12 and 3. Lapras 23 and 5.5. 9 Spicy Gold, despite the antics, he hasn't moved from that 10 and 3.3 quote, but is a much happier horse now. He's galloping down, as you can see, towards the gates along the back stretch. Super Eagle 17 and 3.6. Happy Feely 14 and 4. And Harmony and Home is at 12 the win and 3.1 for the place.
Thank you, Mark.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they bet. Jenny, your top 4, please.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, the 3 goes on top for me. I thought Sight Supreme paraded really well. He's got a fantastic nature. He's improved since that first up run. And gate 12 for him is a little awkwardly drawn, but gee, looks well. He should be running on towards the end of this. Hopefully he jumps a bit better. He goes on top of number 4, Prime Mortar. Thought he paraded nicely too. Tony Cruz hasn't had him for all that long, but he's done a good job with him. He looks in good condition. Next best is number 12. That is Harmony and Home. He's just nice little horse. He normally places. He's only won the 2 races, but with a lightweight and a good draw, perhaps he can run well. And of the rest, number 10, I've got Super Eagle. I have to put him in again. He's paraded beautifully, as he often does. Gate 3 for him. Hopefully he can get himself a nice enough run. So 3, 4, 12 and 10.
Yeah, thank you, Jenny. Sight Supreme, Prime Mortar, Harmony and Home and Super Eagle. 3, 4, 12 and 10 from the paddock. Who is it, Tom, from the commentary box?
It's also number 3, Mark, Sight Supreme now, barrier 12. He's probably going to have to get back from that sort of draw here and need some pace on. He wasn't the quickest away at his debut either, over the 1,200 metres behind Our Lucky Glory. He was back in midfield in the end, but was seen making some nice ground at the end of the race there, beaten 2 3/4. So barrier 12, not ideal, and wasn't the quickest away at his first up start, so we'll see what they do with him tonight. He's in the market at 8.4. For second, I've got a number 4, and that is Prime Mortar. Now, he got out to a big lead in that recent barrier trial. He was quite keen. He still won by 3 1/4 lengths there. Barrier number 11. Do they just go straight to the front with him tonight, I wonder? Prime Mortar. Long time since he's won, and he did win off a rating of 53. He's below that now of 50 for his new trainer, Tony Cruz. E-Universe goes in. He goes up 8 pounds for that victory last time out. Led kicked right away, and it was a very confident Lyle Hewitson with him, because he eased up, and flashing at him late was Double Bingo. He got a little bit of a talking to from the stewards as well, did Lyle after that on E-Universe. And then Fairy Horse, who made some really good ground from back in the field last time out behind Sergeant Pepper, was beaten 3 lengths from barrier 9. He's come up with barrier 10, an extra furlong tonight as well for Fairy Horse, Casper Founds and Andrea Azzini, but he was definitely doing his best work late, horse number 6. 3, 4, 1, 6 here, Mark, race 8.
On the 4, Tom, Prime Mortar. He's well rated, wins off 53 and 48. He runs off 50 tonight. You mentioned that trial. It was very good. 3 lengths in front of Packing Power at the post. He's a 2-time course and distance winner, and he does get a £3 claim for Angus Chung. So 4 on top. Spicy Gold's in for second. Don't like the way he carried on in the paddock, and he does look to have got even warmer since he's arrived down there at the start. It wasn't too hot when he left the paddock, but we just got a shot of him a short time ago. He looks pretty warm on the neck, but there is something there with him. A Universe last start winner, and he did it well, despite the fact the margin came back to a neck. He was cruising at the post, and 6 Fairy Horse with the step up in trip 2. It doesn't end there, because it's another one of what has been a bundle of open races tonight, Nick. 4, 9, 1 and 6.
Yes, I've gone the 4, Prime Mortar. I thought he was quite interesting here, and this horse looks as if he's trialled up quite well coming into this from the new stable. So the 4 on top over A-Universe. Look, I think he might just be able to get out onto the lead quite easily here. There isn't too much on paper that's going to take him on as far as sort of a pace angle is concerned. I mean, Spicy Gold has sort of raced prominently, but this is his first go around here, so he could be very interesting, and there's nothing else that really wants to sort of jump on the pace and go forward. So look, the 1, even though he's small and he's got a big weight, he might well get the run of the race potentially here. The 11, Happy Feeling, was better when we last saw him. Withdrawn last time out when he was due to run, but he's only got a light weight, so I thought he was a chance. I put the 12 Harmony and Home in down at the bottom. He's only 2 from 51. So he doesn't win all that often, but he places a lot, and both of those wins have been the course and distance. He's got no weight on his back here, and I thought, judged on some of his better runs this season, he was interesting for sure. So I've gone 4-1, 11-12, Jenny.
Well, my long shot is number 3, Sight Supreme. He's under 10-1 now, so $8 he's paying at the moment. I thought he paraded well. I liked his first up run, a bit slow out of the gates. He's hopefully going to jump better from gate number 12 here. He's got Zach Purton on board as well. He rode him on debut. I thought his run was good. He sort of caught the eye late in that race, so he goes on top. He looked good. He's in front of number 4, Prime Mortar, who's been racing reasonably consistent. Gate 11 for him. They've drawn inside him, so it'll be interesting to see what happens at the start here. But looks nice and fit, well behaved. The 12, Harmony and Home, always well behaved, this horse. Only small but really neat and healthy. Pretty consistent on a place line anyway. And of the rest, number 10, Super Eagle. Now, his last couple have been disappointing, so he needs to lift. But at least he's drawn gate 3. Always looks good and paraded nicely again. E-Universe would have been next best. So 3, 4, 12 and 10.
Thank you, Jenny, with Sight Supreme on top from the paddock. What about a play here in race 8, Nick?
Yeah, look, we'll work around some of the higher weighted runners here. So we're going to go to 2, 3, 4. Double Bingo, look, is interesting. I think in this race, obviously on a slightly sounder service. The 3, obviously, Sight Supreme, they Jenny quite likes him, and Prime Mortar is obviously quite popular amongst many. So we'll go the 2, 3, 4 in this race. Again, very, very sort of open, trappy looking race, really. As far as the market's concerned, Prime Mortar is the one they want currently. He is the favourite. He's been good support from him as well. He's 5s into 3.8, so he's been really well backed. E-Universe is going the other way, drifting up at the top, given that support for the favourite. Double Bingo, he's 5.3, so he's steadfast at his price currently. Sight Supreme, there's a little bit of support from him. He got as big as 8.4 at one stage. Mr. Fox is any old price at 74s and drifting. Fairy Horse is also on the slide there at 30s. And then you've got Hercules at 13, and then Lapras is at 20, Spicy Gold 9.8, Super Eagle at 15, Happy Feeling, he's also drifting out to 15s, and Harmony and Home 12s from 10s. But All the Rage is the favourite here, now into 3.7, so continuous support here for Prime Mortar on his debut for Tony Cruz.
Oh, and he's number 4 in the red, white and blue colours. Double Bingo, Jenny at 5.3 tonight. He's gone off at 78, 3.8 favourite and 5.3. Can we just get a recap of his parade, please?
Yeah, look, he's weighing in at 1,074 pounds, so he's dropped 6 pounds since he last raced. He was quite eager in the parade. He did look very fit. He looked good. I would have given him a chance as well. I didn't think he paraded too badly, the 3-year-old.
Do you forgive the second start with him, Nick, Double Bingo, on the wet track, or you want to see him do more like he did on his debut?
Yeah, well, you'd certainly want to. I mean, yeah, the track obviously could well be a factor with him. I mean, on debut, I mean, I know he ran home well, and look, the winner was slightly eased down a bit, and that was the Universe. They meet again, but I mean, he was a huge price, and he jumped favourite last time and was a beaten favourite. So, you know, I don't think he's concrete, but you know, there obviously is something there, and this race certainly isn't much any tougher than what he has raced in already, I don't think.
He's got those green colours on with the red cap, and punter's happy to go in with him again. But they're moving in pretty well, Tom, for race number 8.
Thank you, Mark. To kickstart the final double trio tonight, races 8 and 9, the Garon Handicap. Class 4, 1,200 metres. Harmony and Home comes forward to his stall. He's 11-1. Plenty of double figures here. Top 4, all single figures. E-Universe, 6.6. Double Bingo, 5.5. Sight Supreme, 7.7. And Prime Mortar, 3.5. Spicy Gold, 9-1. And then the 12s for Harmony and Home, the next best. Lapras has come forwards. Prime Mortar coming up. E-Universe to complete the line for race number 8, the penultimate event here tonight. Favourite is the 4, Prime Mortar, Barrier 11. Angus Chung, new stable. Tony Cruz's trainer. Almost ready. They're racing. Perfect start it was too from the 1200 metres. And E-Universe punched out of the line here by Hewitson from barrier 7. And he crosses the face of the field easily. They're all chasing behind. Double Bingo, Prime Mortar, right there Super Regal and Lapras over on the inside. From Spicy Gold, Harmony and Home. Next is Sight Supreme. He's trapped a little wider midfield. From Happy Feeling, Fairy Horse, 3 lengths to Hercules, and back with him is Mr. Fox, the last one. The leader is E-Universe, now challenged by Prime Mortar, who's gone up to have a look at him. 2 clear on Double Bingo, third. He's one off the fence from Lapras as they peel off the back. Next is Super Regal. Back behind them midfield is Sight Supreme. Spicy Gold's under pressure. Harmony and Home, Fairy Horse. Third to last is Happy Feeling, Mr. Fox, and Hercules around the turn. E-Universe, he's in front by about a length. On the outside, right there to challenge is Prime Mortar. Lapras looking to come off their heels. Double Bingo. Further out is Super Eagle, Sight Supreme, and Fairy Horse and Mr. Fox back over on the inside. But they're all chasing Prime Mortar, who's off and gone. Favourites home. Prime Mortar from Spicy Gold, Lapras, Super Eagle, Hercules and Fairy Horse ran on down the outside. But they were all chasing the shadow of Prime Mortar. Harmony at Home, Mr. Fox, and then came Happy Feeling, followed by Sight Supreme. E-Universe knocked up quickly in the straight, and Double Bingo, he finished towards the end of the field. Prime Mortar, change of stable, has done the Oracle here. Worked the Oracle, number 4. 9 Spicy Gold second, 8 Lapras third. Next in Super Eagle from either Fairy Horse or Hercules out wider. Was formerly trained by Jimmy Ting. Fair to say that stable's not had the greatest of seasons, but the stable of Tony Cruz flying along very nicely. That is win number 44. Angus Chung picks up win number 42. Barry Levin and all on the C course. Has been a good effort here from Prime Mortar. 4, 9, 8 and 10 following the running of the Garon handicap. Class 4, 1200 metres. He's put them away here in some style from the first run. The new stable, Prime Mortar. Was 2 from the 1200 metres, and E-Universe punched out of the line here by Hewitson from barrier 7, and he crosses the face of the field easily. They're all chasing behind. Double Bingo, Prime Mortar, right there Super Regal and Lapras over on the inside. From Spicy Gold, Harmony and Home. Next is Sight Supreme. He's trapped a little wider midfield. From Happy Feeling, Fairy Horse, 3 lengths to Hercules, and back with him is Mr. Fox, the last one. The leader is E-Universe, now challenged by Prime Mortar, who's gone up to have a look at him. 2 clear on Double Bingo, third. He's one off the fence from Lapras as they peel off the back. Next is Super Regal. Back behind them midfield is Sight Supreme. Spicy Gold's under pressure. Harmony and Home, Fairy Horse. Third to last is Happy Feeling, Mr. Fox, and Hercules around the turn. E-Universe, he's in front by about a length. On the outside, right there to challenge is Prime Mortar. Lapras looking to come off their heels. Double Bingo. Further out is Super Eagle, Sight Supreme, and Fairy Horse and Mr. Fox back over on the inside. But they're all chasing Prime Mortar, who's off and gone. Favourites home, Prime Mortar from Spicy Gold, Lapras.
He has destroyed them from barrier number 11. Wide, working around the first turn, up outside the speed. Sat next to E-Universe and then ran away and hid by 2 lengths over Spicy Gold, who despite the antics has run on well through the centre. Late into second, 8th third Lapras. That's been his best performance so far from barrier number 1. He's been able to run third. Super Eagle closing late. Speaking of closing late, he was crunched late in betting, and Brown Lamp Super Eagle. But Prime Mortar bolted in the trial, Nick, and has done something similar tonight on race night.
Yeah, impressive win in the end, wasn't it? So he was clearly well prepared for this, obviously. And, you know, he'd won 2 for Jimmy Ting prior. So, look, you know, he's been a handy horse in the right sort of grade, and they're taking the cross noseband off him for this stable debut. And Tony Cruz there, well done to Tony there, getting the win. 38.50 was his win price in the end, and 17.50 for the place there. So Prime Mortar was too good. The runner up there was number 9, Spicy Gold. He's got talent, he just needs to channel it, this horse. 24.50 in second. Third, number 8, Lapras, 97, and fourth there, number 10, Super Eagle. 124.50 the Quinella, forecast 209, the Tierce 5,585, and the Trio $1,505 there in the penultimate race. But he's absolutely hacked up this horse, Jenny. Prime Mortar, he was far too strong for them.
Well, he's just done it tough too, hasn't he? What a performance from gate number 11. He jumped pretty well, but he was caught 3-4 wide around that first turn, and there's 3 wide, no cover. Went up to challenge the lead, took on EU Universe, and he was able to continue on. So really strong performance, and coming off that good trial as well. So Tony Cruz, that's his debut run for him. He's done a great job with him.
He has the second horse, Nick Spicy Gold. Lengthy debrief between Lexi Vidal and Mark Newnham following the race too, but he has shown there is something there with that horse, despite the way he carries on.
Yeah, no, there definitely is. There definitely is, and you know he's obviously run well, having shown a little bit of temperament in the past. So, you know, there definitely is something there to work with, and I think once he sort of puts it all together, then we'll be seeing him to good effect. He's certainly got talent, that's for sure. And
better from Super Eagle tonight too, Jenny. Still didn't run into the placing, but better than what we've seen from him his last 3.
Yeah, absolutely. So nice to see that his run tonight was a bit better. Hopefully he can get another win on the board. He's only got that 1 win from 27, so he has been disappointing on that front, but plenty of placings.
Here they go from the start, and got them away in a decent enough sort of line here, actually. Mr. Fox going back to the rear early, getting away quickly. E-Universe to lead, being chased by Double Bingo's closer this time around. Prime Mortar there whipping into it wider still. They're being followed then by Super Eagle on settling down. Towards the inside we've got the Pink Jacket of La Prasse. Further back, Spicy Gold, Harmony and Home. The deeper runner on the field there, that's Science Supreme in those maroon and white colours. Further back, Hercules towards the rear, Happy Feeling, Mr. Fox, and the horse with the red cap, that's Fairy Horse towards the outside. But they've gone along at a decent old tempo here, and this winner has travelled just up on the heels there of E-Universe. He's always travelled really strongly, and as 1 or 2 of them start to come off the bridle, he's really travelling into it nicely.
He is indeed, as E-Universe doing his best. Spicy Gold in the purple colours with the pink armbands. He'll run on strongly through the centre, but it's all Prime Mortar who's now in front, and he's raced away. La Prasse has emerged. He'll get into a minor prize. Spicy Gold gets into the open. Super Eagle in the pink cap out wide. And Mr. Fox making a little bit of ground on the inside from Fairy Horse, but that is very, very impressive. The win by Prime Mortar, 38.50 and 17.50. 2 by 1, 110.6 is the winner's time. QPs, 4 Prime Mortar, 9 Spicy Gold, $54. 4 Prime Mortar, 8 La Prasse, $272.50. And 8 and 9, $376.50. Forecast 4 and 9 is 209. The first 4, 4, 8, 9 and 10, 3,272. The quartet 4, 9, 8 and number 10 running 4th. Super Eagle, $44,871. Races 7 and 8 double. 7 Satanta, 4 Prime Mortar, $363.50. 7 into 9. Spicy Gold Consolation, 123. Times 23 and 88 standard, 23.65. 22 and 83 standards, 22.75. 23.89 standards, 23.45. Winners time 110.6, outside the standard time of 109.85. Good race coming up the last at 23 minutes away. We'll take in some music before we get there.
I like to back it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to back it up now. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I like to back it up.
She's got class and style, 60 paid by the pound. You never act wild, pretty low key on the profile. Catching feelings is unknown. How it goes, hurts the worst, you spin the verse. Ha, like a freak what you heard. I'm rolling with the fatness.
Beer Garden back next Wednesday night. Triple Trio Jackpot also Wednesday night, so there's a couple of reasons to get down here to the Valley this time next week. There's our Chung Fa list for the final race. Winning Icy, Americ to Spexo twice, Super Winner and Healthy have been to Chung Fa since their last start. Bit of pace here, Nick. Horses like California Touch, co-partner Prance, Healthy. We know that Super Winner has also led plenty of times in the past too.
He has, yeah, absolutely. Look, they won't hang around, I don't think. Co-partner Prance has been racing really well. He doesn't necessarily have to lead, but I suppose if they really wanted to within that, they could. California Touch is a horse who has gone forward in his last couple, did win and ran third last time. He's drawn 1, so he's well placed. Healthy. Might have to sit a bit wide. He's drawn there in 9. Super Winner, Happy Trio might be too far away. I think Americ to Spexo is going to get back. He's drawn wide. You've got Armour Eagle and Never Too Soon, another one who's likely to get back.
We start with co-partner Prance doing what he's been doing his last 3 starts at Happy Valley, and that is winning. Up to £132 on his back tonight, though.
Yeah, look, it's going to be tougher, but he's been in good form ever since they sort of just left him with the cross noseband on and took the tongue tie off. He's been winning, and Zach Purton's been the common denominator because he's ridden him in the 3 starts as well. So look, he's been really good. Never Too Soon has chased him here, and he's run a nice race there, keeping on quite strongly. But I think co-partner Prance, on this evidence, he was just a few pounds far too good for them.
He was, and he's the favourite at the moment. Our Lucky Glory, harder for him tonight. He has had 17 starts in Class 3. He has won in it, but his last 2 in Class 4 have both been good.
Yeah, look, his Class 3 win actually came off a mark of 60. That was back in July 2020, so he's off to 63 here. So he's got a little bit to find potentially, but look, he has been racing really well. Andrea Zaney is going to be on board this time in. Harry Bentley has been riding the horse, but Harry sticks with Solar Partner.
Glory Cloud, who he beat there, did miss the start tonight. Beaten favourite, didn't get into it. Never Too Soon, we saw in our first replay, closing in for second behind co-partner Prance. This is 2 starts ago for Winning Icy. Back down in grade, 2-time winner this class, 4-time winner course and distance. Yeah, look, he's got some good credentials for a race like this. He's got blinkers coming off him as well. And he's got Ellis Wong going on board for the first time, claiming 7. So, look, you'd be hard pushed to rule him out now that he has dropped a couple of pounds down to 79 rated and gets into a race like this. He's got to be of interest to a few. California Touch, he's been racing well. Solar Partner, he's on a 2-week backup. He was Brown Lamp this night into 15-1 and finally found a little bit of form in Class 3.
He did, yeah. Look, it was his best run in the grade to date. So, I mean, mind you, that said, he was still beaten 3 lengths. So he was well enough held, but I suppose comfortably clear enough for the 4th in the end, I suppose, to some degree. But look, the winner, obviously, Michael Impressive. California Touch has run well. I'd probably have California Touch maybe over Solar Partner here.
Draw more California Touch again tonight. Barrier number 1. Healthy's been to Chung Fa, and he's won a trial up there over the 1,000 metres. Beat a horse called Young Arrow. Americ to Spexo, who's always very consistent. Wide draw for him tonight, but there he is on the inside in that trial.
Yeah, look, he's trialled well, obviously. Healthy, obviously putting up a decent figure here in this trial, also obviously looking good. But look, I think Americ to Spexo is massively overpriced. He's 29 and 6.3. Yes, I know he's drawn 12, which is not ideal from where he is there on the C course, but he's a decent horse in his day. Winning Icy 5.3, 3.4 co-partner Prance has drifted, 29's Americ to Spexo, Super Winner at 32s, Healthy 14s, Never Too Soon at 8.4. There's been back. Solar Partner 11s from 13s, 24 Armour Eagle, California Touch 4.1, Our Lucky Glory 15, 42 Happy Trio and drifting, 38 Magic Phoenix.
Thank you, Nick. As we move across now to the paddock for the final race, as you can see, horses have made their way in, and Winning Icy with start with Jenny. He's having a good look around as we zoom in on him, but he knows his way around here.
He certainly does, yeah. Look, he's a good handy horse around this circuit. Over the 1200, he's a lovely, neat type too. He's not overly big, but he's got plenty of strength. He continues to walk out nice and freely. Coat looks good. He's very alert, and he's got a good attitude. So he presents really nicely from the Casper Founds Yard.
That is Winning Icy there. Carries the top weights. Currently at 6 and 2.3 is his price. And we'll move on through the parade very shortly. Runners are coming into the parade. We're only 15 minutes away here for our final race upcoming. Favourite co-partner Prance at 3.3. Here he is on screen now, Jenny. This horse who's been racing extremely well. He's won his last 3 races. They put him up £9 for that win last time out and beating Never Too Soon.
He's not the smoothest of walkers, I will say that, but I think that's just his style more than anything else. He has been on fire his last 3. Body-wise, he's quite a nice bodied type. You can see he just takes these little short steps, a little bit of a pronounced knee action as well, but it's probably just through tenseness more than anything else. He's fit, he's healthy, he's behaving himself quite nicely, so once again he's got to be a solid enough chance in this race because he looks like he's quite progressive as well. Appearance-wise, yep, he's an each-way chance.
And his co-partner Prance. On to number 3, AM Eric to spec. So career high rating tonight, rating 72, which he has been off his last 2 starts, and good enough to place off a rating of 72 2 starts ago.
One from the John Sayers yard, barrier 12 for him. Now he's bandaged in front. He looks, and behind. He looks nice and relaxed here in the parade. He's a horse that looks in great health. Also looks really fit and well. I agree with what Nick said. I think he could be a little bit of overs here. He actually looks in good condition, so he's there with some chance at odds.
Yeah, look, I know he's drawn wide, but if he can overcome that, I think he's more than capable of running a race here tonight. Here's the 4 Super Winner. Super Winner's never actually won here at Happy Valley. He's won 7 times at Sha Tin, however, but he's never won here.
He's quite an angular type of horse. He's got a little bit of size and scope. You can see he's got the very high wither there as well. Bandaged in front, he looks fit enough. Has come off a lameness issue, a lame right leg, front leg, and also his hind leg as well. So a few little issues for him, but he actually seems to be walking out okay, and he does look quite fit. He's not bad. I'll give him a pass.
First start in about 10 weeks for Super Winner. Hasn't been trialled by Dennis Ship. Doesn't race badly fresh up either, but his 1200 metre win at Sha Tin was on a yielding track. He has won 6 times on a good to firm track over the 1400 at Sha Tin. Healthy. He's a trial winner. He's a 3-time course and distance winner. He's off a high rating tonight of 69, but he's had a good season.
He's had a nice trial up at Chungfar as well, this horse. I thought he was a bit keen in that trial, but he got to the line nicely. Very free in his action, nice and fit looking, very healthy, keen and eager with his 2 handlers there. Presents really well. I would give him an each-way chance. He looks good.
That is healthy. Pierre and Alexi Bedell teaming up with him at a double-figure price. Horse number 6 is Never Too Soon. Keegan DeMello will be on board. He's had a good season already, Jenny, and last time out he chased co-partner Prance, went second.
Never Too Soon, yeah. Look, he's a nice enough horse. He always parades pretty well. He's got a very good attitude, a little bit of size about him and body strength. Coat remains in good order. That last run was on that rain-affected surface, so he's not going to get that here tonight. I'm not sure whether that made a big difference to him, and I'm guessing it might have. But he does continue to walk out nicely enough, and his condition remains good, so he's well.
David Hall won the first race tonight with Time Storm for Hugh Bowman. Keegan DeMello will partner Never Too Soon on the back of that second behind co-partner Prance last start. Solar Partner, he ran second behind Colourful Emperor, which was his best run in Class 3. But as Nick said, Jenny, he was still beaten 3 lengths by the winner.
Exactly. Now, this horse always parades well. I always give him a really good rap. It's hard not to like him as a type. He's a big, strong, scopy type. He's got a very good attitude. Also maintains his condition well, and does continue to walk out nice and freely. So once again, he parades in good order.
That is Solar Partner, who is trained by Ricky Hughes. Had a winner here this evening. Armour Eagle, Jenny, is the next one up here. Jamie Richards, Lyle Kurtzson teaming up. He was beaten 9 in that Colourful Emperor race last time, so he's got a little bit to find.
Hello. He's been going out at big odds, and then he was well back last time and came in to a reasonably shorter price than he'd been racing at, and he didn't perform. To look at here, he's bandaged on all 4 legs. He's strong-chested horse, sensible type. Still continues to walk out cleanly and looks nice and fit, and body strength is good. There's nothing wrong with him physically. He looks well.
Good report. Armour Eagle just that wider draw tonight. Had barrier 3 last time, out to gate number 11 this evening, but has raced well course and distance. Has Armour Eagle. California Touch has a 3rd and a 1st at his last 2 starts. Matthew Chadwick from barrier number 1.
Yep, he's drawn nicely once again, this horse. He's a nice type. It's hard not to like him. His attitude is very good. He's got a bit of size and strength, particularly in those hindquarters, shoulder and chest. It's just a great attitude, and just maintains that condition too. So I really like the look of him. He's very well.
There's California Touch there. I think it's a good report. He's 4.3, so he's well fancied for this. Certainly has his place in the market. The 10 is Our Lucky Glory. He's going back up in grades here. He has won a Class 3, but as mentioned, that was off a mark of 60. So this is certainly tougher, but he's in form, Jenny.
Look, he is in form. He's only a little horse. He's just a no-nonsense type, but he lacks a little bit of size. You can see he throws those front legs out when he walks. That's his style. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just what he does. He's 1,045 pounds, but I like his no-nonsense attitude, and he remains extremely fit-looking, so I don't think he'll disgrace.
Chris So trains him. Andrea Adzani takes the ride. Happy Trio, horse number 11. Ben Thompson and Douglas White. At this stage, his best form is in Class 4.
I think he might have climbed his mountain, this horse. Yeah, I tend to agree with what you say there with Class 4. The horse is very solid. He's a big unit. He weighs in... he's 1,057 pounds, but he looks a lot stronger than that, that's for sure. He's walking out freely enough. He looks healthy. Maybe in front, just having another look at him here, maybe in front he needs a tiny little loosen up, but there's nothing much in it, really. Healthy, fit, yeah, he's okay, he's okay.
That is Happy Trio there at a big price. Draws well. However, and finally, Magic Phoenix, Jenny Keith Young's on board here for Jimmy Ting. His form's been a little bit poor of late, so would certainly need to show a bit more.
Well, he's very close to a class drop-off of a rating of 61. I think that's probably what he needs. Big, tall, strong-bodied horse, bandaged in front, has actually behaved himself quite nicely. He's got plenty of size about him. He doesn't look bad. He gets past, but there's others I prefer in this race. He is really fit-looking, so I'm not going to be ruling him out either. Most of these are looking well.
Oh, here he goes. I was going to say, Keith's looking very quiet at the moment, looking for someone to have a chat with. Can't find anyone at the moment as he's about to head on Magic Phoenix. In the market for the last has Winning Icy at 5.7 and 2.3. 2 co-partner Prance 3.3 and 1.5. 3 America Spexo 26 and 5.5. 4 Super Winner 25 and 6. Healthy 12 and 3.2. Never Too Soon 9.5 the win, 2.9 the place. 7 Solar Partner 13 and 4. 8 Armour Eagle 23 and 4.2. Number 9, the second pick in the market, that is California Touch at 4.3 and 1.7. Our Lucky Glory at 14 and 3.8. Happy Trio 38 and 7.9. And Magic Phoenix at 38 and 8.8. Nick with the favourite, the 2 co-partner Prance.
He is indeed, yes. 7 minutes away, and he's bidding to make it 4 on the bounce. Jenny, does he make it into your top 4?
Yeah, look, he does, but I had a few others in front of him. I mean, there's some really nice-looking horses here, and you could really take your pick. I don't think I knocked any of them, really. Most of them are parading well. On top for me, I'm going to go with the 9, California Touch. I thought he paraded really nicely. I like his attitude. I like his body strength. Fluency, no issue there either. And his recent form's good. He's nicely drawn in gate number 1. So I've got him on top of number 5, Healthy. I couldn't find any issues with him. He's a nice athletic type. He looks in terrific order as well. The 7 horse Solar Partner, I always give him a good rap. Gate 10 for him, going to make it difficult. He got a little fired up just late in that last lap there, just sort of leaning up against the fence there, but overall looking good. He's just a good type. And then I thought number 2, California Prance, definitely had to go in. His recent form's been very, very good. I think he's got further to go as far as rating points go too. He does get himself a little bit tense in the parade, that's the only thing. Not that he was sweating up or doing much else wrong, but you can see he just tenses a little bit. But he's an athletic type. Of the rest, number 1, Winning Ice, is probably next best. But most of these are looking good. I'm going 9, 5, 7 and 2.
The field to match the looks and the class of a race number 9 California Touch on top for Jenny, 4.3 and 1.8 to beat the 5 Healthy at 12 and 3.1. 7 Solar Partner 13 and 4 and 2 co-partner Prance 3.1 and 1.6. Horses off to the gates for the last here. Tom, who do you like to win this quality race?
I think co-partner Prance Mark can still win here despite having to carry an extra bit of weight here, another 10 pounds. He went from a rating of 67 up to 76, so up 9 rating points, was up outside the leader, and in the end kicked and won well. It was a strong effort, I thought, from him there with Never Too Soon. So he's got more weight to carry here this time round. Barrier 7. I think he still can overcome that. Looks a progressive type for sure, does co-partner Prance. Winning Icy goes in 7 pounds off for Alice Wong. Casper Founds. Alice has had a win tonight. Casper's had a win as well with the Camino. Comes off the all-weather in a Class 2 race last time out, and here he is off 79. Still a few points higher than his last win, 74, but his run here behind Bonza Perla, go back to February, that was pretty good. Might have been a bit keen in the run last time out. He's had a quiet trial since. 3 goes in the third, Americ to Spec, so just so hard to leave this horse out. He's always consistent. Ran on again behind Colourful Emperor last time out. Was beaten a length and a half there. Was 2 behind Sugar Sugar. Had a head victory over Atomic Force. So he's definitely in. And then that horse there on screen, Never Too, 8 pounds better off with co-partner Prance for that length and a half beating last time out. David Hall, Keegan DeMello, thought he closed off strongly late in his race last start. Never Too Soon. 2, 1, 3 and 6 to wrap the night here, Mark. We've only had one favourite win, and that was in the previous Prime Mortar.
It was indeed, Tom. It took quite some time. It's a case of, well, I got the 10 in the last. Our Lucky Glory at 14 and 3.7. Am a bit concerned now after Glory Cloud finished down the track, but he did have a bit of an excuse when he's slow out of the gates. So in good form, back up in grade, 3-time course and distance winner. Andre Razzani on board for Chris, so, and he's at good money, 14 and 3.7. Reason the 2's in for second is he has an extra 10 pounds on his back. He has carried 135 pounds in Class 4, and he might simply be too good for them. He's quality. He's won 3 from 7, 3 from 4 course and distance with a third. He has to be in. As does the one winning Icy. Blinkers off, 7 pound claim, good draw, races well course and distance. And number 5, Healthy. Barry number 9 wins off ratings 61, 56 and 51. He runs off a rating of 69 here, but his trial was very slick up at Chungfa when he bolted in by just over 2 lengths, beating Young Arrow. 10, 2, 1 and 5, Nick.
Yeah, I've gone the 3. I've made him the long shot of the evening here, Americ to Spec, so I thought he was a decent price, and on his best form, if overcoming the draw, I think he's a contender in this. So I've got him on top over the 2, co-partner Prance in for second. He's obviously very much in form, the one to beat. Never Too Soon comes through the same race. I think you have to sort of factor him in as well, if in the same vein of form. And 10, Our Lucky Glory. Look, I know this is a tougher race for him, but he's racing well. The stable are in excellent form at the moment, Chris, so I certainly want to keep him safe. But look, it's a race full of chances, but a bit of value I think could be had here. 3, 2, 6 and 10, Jenny.
I've gone with the 9. I thought California Touch paraded really nicely. I like the way he's been going. He's a sensible type. He's very strong. He's nicely drawn in gate number 1 for Matthew Chadwick here. He goes on top for me from number 5, Healthy. Quite liked his trial up at Chungfa. He was a little keen, but I thought he kept going well. He was under a good hold throughout most of that trial, and he looks good. He's really fit and healthy. Next best, number 7, Solar Partner. Not sure that he's going to be quite good enough in a race like this, particularly from gate 10, but he always looks good. He's such a good type. And the 2, I thought co-partner Prance is looking even a little bit more relaxed behind the gates now that he's there. He's just slightly tense in the parade, but he's a nice, fit, athletic-looking horse, and he looks very progressive as well. So good luck if you're having a bet the last. I'm going 9, 5, 7 and 2. And I will see you on the weekend back at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon.
And we will indeed. Thank you, Jenny. Join you then, and thank you for your help right throughout the evening. Interesting comments too, Nick, from Zach, co-partner Prance, and what a tricky rider he is, and he doesn't usually get to ride him even track work, and save for race night.
Yeah, exactly. And look, I think he has looked. It certainly looked nice and tractable last time, and he sort of said that it was the first time that since he's ridden him that he was that easier sort of horse to deal with. So look, he obviously is getting the hang of it now. He's won his last 3. He's in very good form, and there needs to be a good one here tonight to stop him. I think the form he's in. I'm surprised he isn't shorter. In fairness,
is he in the play?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he certainly is. We've got the 2, 3 and the 9 as far as the players concerned here. Look, co-partner Prance, he sort of speaks for himself really, he's in super form. I feel America Spexo is great value. I think I certainly want to put him in there. And the 9, California Touch, like he's well fancied, well back now at 4.3, so he's one that you'd want to keep safe there. So 2, 3, 9 is the play. Winning Icy up at the top there, look, he's 6.3. Co-partner Prance, he's sort of around about 2.9, did get as big as 3 at one stage. America Spexo 25s, did get as low as 23s. 29 for Super Winner, look, he's never won here. Money for Healthy at a price, 14s into 11. Never Too Soon at 10s. Solar Partner at 14s. Armour Eagle at 26s. Bit of money for California Touch, he's 4.9 to 4.3. No move for Our Lucky Glory at 14s. Happy Trio's drifting out to 39, and also drifting is Magic Phoenix 33 out to 43. So coupled out the drifting quite noticeably, but healthy for money at a price here, and obviously the favourite always proving popular in California Touch. So a couple for money here outside of the favourite.
Alexi Bedell rides healthy. As Tom said, just one favourite winning tonight, and the winning riders have been well spread across the card too, with plenty of different jockeys scoring. Prime Mortar, very impressive, winning the previous 4 Angus Chung. There's Super Winner on screen at 30 and 7.5. Winning Icy 6.4 and 2.4. Ellis Wong's looking for a winning double. This is his go. Barrier 2 and the £7 claim's a big plus for him.
Yeah, it is. No, absolutely it is. And he finds an opportunity in a race like this where, look, if he's on his best form, he can certainly capitalise. He's a pretty handy horse on his day.
There is Our Lucky Glory on screen as he aims for 3 in a row, 14 and 3.6. He's last at 2 starting prices. Admittedly, in Class 4, he's been favourite 3.6 and 3.2, beating Glory Cloud and King Excellente. Favourite co-partner Prance 2.9 and 1.5. His wins with £129, 135, and then in Class 3 last time 122 on that good to yielding track. So he's at 2.9 and 1.5. America Spexo still good money, 26 and 5.5 for a horse that has won 4 from 18, placed a further 4 times and run 4th another 3 times over the 1200 metres here. And Brenton Abdallah has his first ride on America Spexo tonight for John Size from barrier number 12. But they move in, Tom. This is the last. It is the race of the night at the Valley.
Certainly is markets at 2.9 for co-partner Prance, and he is coming forward into the stalls now. Super Winner. As we get set for the final time, we're back at Sharton on Sunday, Members Day, with the first underway at 12:45. So Winning Icy coming up. California Touch about to move in healthy to complete the line. And the starter, Tony Speechley, is on the rostrum ready to push the button for the final time. 2.8 the favourite, they're away, and he jumped away well to co-partner Prance. He's going forward, as to his Super Winner, California Touch and Magic Phoenix underneath for co-partner Prance. So the favourite stranded 4 deep into the first turn at the 1,000 via the Football Club. Happy Trio down on the inside from Our Lucky Glory, and then came Winning Icy, Solar Partner. Healthy, a length and a half to Never Too Soon. Further back is Armour Eagle, and America Spexo from the wide stall has gone back to last. California Touch is the leader at the 700 metres. He shows out at a good tempo by a length and a half on Super Winner second. 2 away third, Magic Phoenix. Co-partner Prance in the end after being 4 deep into the first turn. He's now third on the rail and only 3.5 off the leader. Then came Happy Trio behind them. Our Lucky Glory, Solar Partner, Winning Icy, Healthy. California Touch in front, heading to the 300 metres. He leads here 2.5. Co-partner Prance is looming large. They sit down to find it out. Solar Partner's running on down the outside, followed by Healthy. Still California Touch. He's kicking with the pull on the weights here over the favourite co-partner Prance, who's inching closer, and at the post he'll get up and win. Favourite strikes in the last with the big weight, co-partner Prance, and he makes it 4 in a row. He's knocked off late. California Touch, who had it everywhere bar the final few hops. Solar Partner third, 4th Our Lucky Glory maybe from Healthy, and then came a Happy Trio behind them, and America Spexo running on. Well back was Magic Phoenix, Armour Eagle, Never Too Soon, Super Winner, and Winning Icy back towards the end of the field. Good performance this from co-partner Prance, and what a ride from Purton in the end. Barrier 7 fired forward. 4 deep at the first turn by the Football Club, and then just miraculously gets down to the fence and follows that home down the side. Comes out to challenge California Touch, who was carrying the 120 pounds versus 132. And he's been able to wear him down over the final stages here. Co-partner Prance, what a job Francis Loy has done with him, and he's really starting to turn the screws, Francis Loy, on Pierrung for the Trainers' Championship. 2.97 and 10, 19.87. There's a win, there's a ride in the last here at Happy Valley. And he jumped away well to co-partner Prance. He's going forward, as to his super winner, California Touch and Magic Phoenix underneath of co-partner Prance. So the favourite stranded 4 deep into the first turn at the 1,000 via the Football Club. Happy Trio down on the inside from Our Lucky Glory, and then came Winning Icy Solar Partner. Healthy, a length and a half to Never Too Soon. Further back is Armour Eagle, and Americ to Spexo from the wide stall has gone back to last. California touches the leader at the 700 metres. He shows out at a good tempo by a length and a half on Super Winner second. 2 away third, Magic Phoenix. Co-partner Prance in the end after being 4 deep into the first turn. He's now third on the rail and only 3.5 off the leader. Then came Happy Trio behind them. Our Lucky Glory, Solar Partner, Winning Icy, Healthy. California Touch in front, heading to the 300 metres. He leads here 2.5. Co-partner Prance is looming large. They sit down to find it out. Solar Partner's running on down the outside, followed by Healthy. Still California Touch. He's kicking with the pull on the weights here over the favourite co-partner Prance, who's inching closer, and at the post he'll get up and win.
Yep, got him at the post. That's been a tough win. Great ride. Extra 10 pounds on his back. Just his second start in Class 4. 122 pounds up to 132 tonight. Inform horse in California Touch leading a great sight, and the favourite's been able to wear him down and get him by a head. 7 Solar Partner backed up that placing in Class 3 last time to run another minor prize tonight, number 10, Our Lucky Glory. He was green-lamped into 10-1 at the close and ended up running in 4th spot. But the co-partner Spirit Syndicate are just having a wow of a time with this horse, Nick.
Yeah, look, he's doing a super job, isn't he? Well done to all involved. He's now a 4-time winner from 8, and you know, this win will take him out of this grade. He had 4 points in hand off the top end of Class 3, but he's now going to be a Class 2 horse going forward. You would imagine, of course, and he's won here at 28 and 14, so he's got up in the shadows to score. The runner-up was number 9, California Touch at 16, third number 7, Solar Partner at 44, and fourth there number 10, Our Lucky Glory. Quinella 65.50, forecast 121, the TS 1,044, the Trio $346. But yeah, nice win there. Plenty of owners here as well to enjoy the moment, and he's clearly a horse going places.
He sure is. 5 starts, course and distance, 4 wins, Zach Purton, 4 rides on the horse for 4 victories. He's been too good over California Touch, who's holding his form well, Nick. Granted, he's had good draws, but he was in front. He looked home for so much of the home straight, didn't he? Yeah, for sure. Look, he, you know, he did, like you said, you know, he basically was the winner everywhere bar the line in the end, and that's how it played out, and with that, Zach has taken the jockey challenge as well. Rather animated Francis Loy there, just in conversation with Zach, and 30 points was enough to secure it. Mark Noonan has taken the trainer challenge there, 22 points there. He was trainer number 9, so that would have been a pretty decent price if you were on Mark there to take the trainer challenge. Sure would have. He had a winner with Satanta and a placing with Spicy Gold in the last couple of races. So Mark and Zach take the trainer and jockey's challenge respectively tonight. Have a look at the first 4 on the quartet, and then a replay of the last race, and wrap it all up from Happy Valley before we focus on Sha-Tin on Sunday. Earlier start there, 12:45. We are taking a race from Japan. First 4, 2, 7, 9 and 10, $492. And the quartet, 2, 9, 7 and 10, $5,890 is the return on quartet number 9. Ahead by 1 3/4, 109.87 the time.
Let's have a look back at the race in its entirety, shall we? 1,200 metres, off they go. One that was a little bit slow out there in the 2 shades of orange was Armour Eagle towards the outside. Healthy going back, and Americ Spexo from his wide draw also going to the rear of the field. Magic Phoenix was away quickly. California Touch, super winner there inside. Now co-partner Prance is going to slot in beautifully just in behind them there. Happy Trio in 5th place. Our Lucky Glory 6th. Winning Icy is 7th. Solar Partner 8th. Back in behind him, and then in 9th is Healthy from Never Too Soon further back. The last pair are both for Armour Eagle and Americ Spexo. So they're pretty well spaced out here, and with that tactical move early, Zach has managed to get the winner down towards the fence with cover in about 3rd place at this stage.
And he's going to slide through on the inside of Super Winner, and that will allow him to chase out after California Touch. Magic Phoenix next, Our Lucky Glory, yellow sleeves. Solar Partner runs on. White colours, red and yellow sleeves, healthy outside of him. Winning Icy and Never Too Soon both held up, but it's California Touch in front of co-partner Prance. He's getting a bit closer now. Solar Partner, Our Lucky Glory, then Healthy. It's still California Touch, but a drive from co-partner Prance has been able to see the favourite overhaul California Touch right at the post, and they have weighed in on race number 9. On the numbers of 2, 9, 7 and 10. Ahead 1 3/4, 109.87. And 28.14 for the winner. The QPs 2 and 9. Co-partner Prance, California Touch $30.50. 2 co-partner Prance, 7 Solar Partner 84. And 7 and 9 is 101. 2 and 9 forecast $121. First 4 on the final race, 2, 7, 9 and 10, 492. Quartet 2, 9, 7 and number 10 running 4th. That's Our Lucky Glory, $5,890. Final double of the night, races 8 and 9. First leg going the way of the 4 Prime Mortar into the 2 co-partner Prance, $116.50. 4 and 9 consolation, $32.50. Fourth double trio, 4, 8, 9, 2, 7 and 9, $45,458. Next up is the second triple, 7, 4, 2. $1,454, and the consolation on 7, 4 and 9, $292. There's the 6-up dividend, $31,839 across races 4 through to 9. Of course, the triple trio jackpot just under $5 million, but the 6-win bonus has gone off. On 3, 11, 8, 7, 4, 2, $1,174,316. Zach Purton won the Jockeys Challenge. He was jockey number 1, Mark Newnham. Trainer number 9. With 22 points, won the Trainers Challenge. Times for the 1,200 metres on the last. They went 23.37, standard 23.65, 22.77, standard 22.6, 23.73, standard 23.35. Winner's time 109.87, standard time 19.6. And has been racing tonight from Happy Valley, where it took until the last 2 races to get a favourite home.
Yeah, it did. And look, it was always looking like it was going to be a tricky card. Obviously, there were some pretty open-looking races, and that's exactly how it played out.
We looked at Shartin on Sunday. Class 1, not big in number, but the qualities there. Taj Dragon lines up.
He does, yeah. Decent horse on his day, isn't he, Taj Dragon? So, look, he's got some pretty good form behind him, and I'm sure he'll prove popular with his fans.
We've got an earlier start, as mentioned, 12:45, and a simulcast from your old stomping ground of Singapore on the weekend.
Indeed, yeah. Kranji Mile Day coming up in Singapore, so looking forward to that. It's double header as well. I think we've got the lock-in from Newbury that evening as well. So, yeah, looking forward to the Singapore race. I think Declan Schuster will be joining me.
Right, yeah, you can
fun.
Bet on that on the weekend. Lynn's Kosciuszko running?
More than likely. I think he is. Yeah.
He's got to, doesn't he? We'll see you on or later in the week.
Will do. Look forward to it.
On behalf of Nick, Paul and Tom. No, Paul's not here. On behalf of Nick, Jenny and Tom and the team at Happy Valley, good night.
Right.